Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to our live franchise mode series here on NHL 24 with our expansion San Francisco Starfleet squad moving into the year number 4, the 2027 postseason here in the playoffs after a wild fourth year. It was a rare instance last episode as we stopped the full season sim to cut the season in half, and it was a half season sim. In that second half of the year, we saw a lot more success. We had a good time, and now here we are in the wild card, ready to run for a Stanley Cup. Somewhere we've been to the Stanley Cup final in this series. We want to try and go all the way this season. We'll break down where we've been in the series so far and what we've been seeing with this team and the personalities and all the storylines in just a few moments at the 5-minute mark when we'll go ahead and get started. So if you're watching after you've already gone live, you can jump ahead to that point. As you can see by the title, Battle Stations headed into the playoffs. Captain Cisco is leading us into the charge, and we'll get started in just a few minutes from now. Jenzy McKenzie, Joe, welcome to the stream, everybody. Sorry for being just a few minutes late. I always like to start exactly at 7. It's about 7:03 here. My apologies for that. Bit of a later supper tonight. Lovely chicken breast, some quinoa, broccoli, carrots, a lovely meal. So had to get that in. Usually more of a 5:30 supper kind of guy, but things got pushed a little bit tonight. To the moon, Commander. To the moon, yes, Christopher. Yes, that's what we like to see. To the moon. That and the crypto, right? And GME, to the moon. Man, what a time that was, eh? GME. So we'll get started in a few moments from now. Welcome to everybody joining the stream for the 2027 playoffs here in episode number 14 of our San Francisco Starfleet expansion franchise mode series. Noid, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. I'll break down where we have been and where we are going in a few moments once we get to the 5-minute mark, and we want to get started from there. Nathan, hey Data, hey everyone. I just rewatched the last 30 minutes of last week to remember. Well done, Nathan. Very good idea. I'm going to give you the recap as always, but great thinking to do that. Yes, hopefully, Mark. Hopefully it'll be a little bit smoother than what we had in Vancouver, but if we could see something similar, I wouldn't mind it, right? Sure, Joe. No problem. Lieutenant Ramjan here. What are your commands, Data? What's up? How's it going? Doing all right, buddy. Doing all right. Hope it's the same on your end. Your command tonight is to cheer as hard as you can. Christopher, perfect timing, though on my way home from work, stuck in traffic because of car accident, so I have some awesome background noise. Christopher, I'll try to give you a lovely melody of my voice carrying you through that traffic, my friend. Thanks for joining. John, welcome to the stream as well. So here are the stats to keep you entertained over the next 2.5 minutes or so as I continue to just dot the I's and cross the T's and all the things I got to do for the stream. And I'll give you a recap if you forget a little bit or if you weren't there on the season that was, as it's pretty rare that we cut the season in half. Usually each live stream it goes off-season, season, playoffs. Off-season, season, playoffs. The last episode, we cut the season in 2 because we had to make some serious changes at the halfway point, and we saw some lovely results. Always feels good when you can pat yourself on the back for a plan coming together, and it was a great time in the second half. We still needed to be just a little bit better as we ended in a wild card spot, and it's unfortunate because now, I think we were like 1 point back of not having to be in a wild card spot. Now we got to battle through Vegas before we can even make the playoffs officially, I guess, kind of, or the round of 16, you could say. So let's just send out the tweet. We are live with the 2027 playoffs for our expansion San Francisco Starfleet on NHL 24. We'll hope for a long one tonight. Rocky Mountain Rush and Narf, welcome to the stream, sir. McIntyre's 56-goal season saw 19 power play goals. Good point from Joe there as well. He was the finisher on that line. We'll get started in just about 1 minute from now. Tweet is out. Battle stations. Everyone get your battle stations. Captain Cisco's commanded it. Commander Data is carrying out the order. Okay, the last thing I want to pull up here is what was our record at the beginning of last episode at the halfway point. I just want to get the official number on what our record was, and then we'll get started. Once I can just pull that number up quickly. Yeah, red alert. At the beginning of that episode, what was our record? 20, 19, and 2. Yeah, okay, so we'll keep note of that. We'll have a couple comments to go through as well, and then we'll get started for the postseason. Are we at that 5-minute mark? Just about 10 seconds to go. Beautiful. I'm really happy with the moves we made at that halfway point. Throughout, from the halfway point to getting closer to the deadline, I'm very happy with what we did. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 14 of the 2027 postseason here for our San Francisco Starfleet franchise mode series. Grace, yes, intelligent dice. Yes, Mr. Dice. ID, baby. Coming in with a great opening comment. Yeah, so we had a great second half of the season last year. We were 20-19-2 at the halfway point, and we ended up going, 24-14-3. 24-14-3 in the second half. Best power play in the NHL. We made some major changes to our squad. The biggest change was bringing in a top 6 scorer in Kevin Fiala. Fiala had a huge impact on our team. 36 points in 41 games on a 72 point pace. All hands to general quarters, man battle stations. Our torpedoes are loaded and ready to fire. Lovely. That's like what we'd like to hear, Lieutenant Worf. -1 from Fiala, okay, but 36 points in 41 games. He was point per game with the Kings, and he's just under point per game with us, so exactly the kind of pace we want to see him maintain. He did great. For some depth scoring, we went out and got a veteran in Max Pacioretty to replace Maki Samoskevich, who I think had something like, 10, 12, 15 points in 40 games, 50 games, 20 points in 57 games. We went out and got Max Pacioretty to replace him as the American on the third line. He scored 27 points in 30 games, scoring 16 goals. Huge from what we needed in the depth scoring, middle 6, bottom 6 scoring. Max Pacioretty scoring 16 goals in 30 games was incredible. So he's been a really good pickup as well. Very happy we got him around the deadline. He's been good depth scoring for us. Aside from that, Lindholm was point per game plus at 87 points, our captain, and Artemi Panarin in his first season with us, point per game at 82. Avery McIntyre in his sophomore season, 56 goals and 78 points. Cole Perfetti's first season with us, career high 78 points from him as well, as we got him from Winnipeg in that big deal. Trevor Moore, a bit of a step back this year, but better than the season prior, correct? No, sorry. It's better than his first season, but yeah, a bit of a step back from his 75 points last year to 59 this year. Shooting percentage was way down. That's what did him in. But he still had his ice time. He still had 18 power play assists. He's very useful out there for the best power play in the NHL. We're just above 25%. Sam Girard, a huge step back from him, I have to admit as well. 80 points, 58 points. 70 points, 54 points. So 10 goals is great, but the playmaking didn't seem to be there as much this year at 44 assists when he's been getting 63, 72 assists, right? That's true. The Kings were the worst team in the league by far, and he somehow had a positive plus-minus on LA. Fabian Lysell, his sophomore season as well. A very increased role for him this year, getting 4 minutes and 20 seconds more per night than last season. So he did well, scoring 47 points in his sophomore season. Mikhail Guliev in his rookie season, 33 points in 73 games. Well done to him. Jean-Gabriel Pageau, we definitely saw a drop from him, but it is with very reduced ice time from last year. Now this as a depth forward. We've been loving what he's been doing. Last year in the postseason, he was clutch with 18 points in 24 games on our run to the Stanley Cup final. Donc, merci Jean-Gabriel. You still have a role on this team. But Owen Beck has kind of been taking over the third line center role because we want him to get some growth. It's not that we want Pageau to go down, it's that we want Beck to come up. Aside from that, Esa Lindell, 22 points. Backstrom, we claimed him off waivers. He hasn't played a game with us yet, but we have Nicholas Backstrom as 13th forward / 14th forward with us after we got him off waivers. Drew Doughty, who we picked up as negative value from the Kings in the Kevin Fiala deal. Thank you, Los Angeles, for him. 18 points in 38 games with a +9, on pace for over 40 points in a full 82-game season. So Drew Doughty, you're fine sticking around by my metric, no problem. Romanov, 18 points, -8. Cunnin, 16. Afanaseyev, 13. Pesce, 11, -6. That was a big hit for us, I think. Brett Pesce, more of a 20, 30-point guy, +20s. He had 11 points, -6. Yeah, Perfetti, Lindholm, Panarin, all guys who really stepped up in the second half. Ramirez, we sent him down, 8 points, -11 in 46 games, 84 overall, but not cutting it. And Nico Sturm, 1 assist in 22 games as depth. Now, one other deal we made last season was the goaltending. We went out and picked up a goalie who's disgruntled, who is being buried in the AHL. Good evening, JPC. Mr. Catalano, welcome to the stream, buddy. Glad you could get in here. About negative value? Oh, yeah, we got some negative value from Drew Doughty there. Pesce, I don't think Pesce's expiring, by the way. I don't think he is. No, 2 more years after this one, but we can always move him out. So we picked up Sebastian Cossa from the Detroit Red Wings. He didn't have the greatest record, but the numbers are definitely skewed by like 1 or 2 bad games. He was pretty solid, 5-4 with 1 shutout and 9 appearances. The numbers don't look great, but I think he was better than the numbers show. So Sebastian Cossa finally got to play a little bit in the NHL. He only played 3 games previously with the Red Wings being buried in their system. So we picked him up. And we also have, of course, Anton Forsberg and Jonas Korpisalo. So who's our starter to start the postseason? Forsberg, Cossa. We'll get into the comments and we'll think about that in just a moment. So there's our squad, ladies and gentlemen, headed into the year number 4 postseason. Now, where have we been so far as a franchise? Just to remind you before we get into the lines. Oh, and one more thing. We had another big part of why we had such a good second half was our coaching upgrade. We went out and signed Ryan Goalie to be our head coach. He was fired, correct? By the Lightning, yes. So he was just waiting in staff free agency. We picked him up, went 23-14-3 with him and his 83% team fit. A-rated coach with a fit like that, ridiculous. So that's we can give a lot of our success to say thank you to Ryan Goalie. He could be a guy who's only, of all our series in history, we only have 3 coaches that are Data 782 Hall of Fame nominees. Could Ryan Goalie be one of those guys? You never know. So Ryan Goalie, big part of that. So, in year number 1, we make the playoffs, looks good, we lose in round number 1, all right. Year number 2, we win 43 games again, make the playoffs again, lose in round number 3. We win the wild card and then lose in round number 2. Okay, an improvement. Year number 3, we win 48 games and go all the way to the Stanley Cup final, losing in 6 games to the Islanders last season. Now this year, year number 4, we win 44 games, technically our second best season out of our 4. And now here we are entering the postseason as a wild card team. So we went from first round to second round to Stanley Cup final. Now year number 4, will we continue to see more improvement? Gen Z says, I think Forsberg should start because he was the best goalie and Cossa should back him up because Corpy was more consistently bad. I agree. I think Corpy's out for sure for a starting tandem, and look at the chemistry for this coach. But I think the tandem is Forsberg and Cossa, just who starts is the question, and Gen Z votes for Forsberg. This is crazy chemistry. Crazy chemistry. I just got to take pictures of this and put this on the subreddit. Can I take a picture while I'm recording? Can I take a screenshot while I'm broadcasting? I think I can. Yeah, I just did. I didn't want to disturb anything. I want to share this on the subreddit. Crazy chemistry. Okay, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to go with this lineup, but let's dive into the comments first. Going back to Gen Z McKenzie, Gen Z says you should put McIntyre on the first line and then Moore on the second line. It wouldn't disrupt anything aside from the +5 becoming a +4 on the top line. Next Canucks episode, probably Monday, RJ. I got a little extended extra time because of how many comments I have to reply to, plus the just amount of thought that has to go into the episode. So I don't like keeping a full 7 days between episodes, but it'll be probably Monday to Monday on this one. So you'll get Starfleet tonight. I'm hoping for Sporkle Saturday or for Wii Sports on the weekend. Then Canucks would probably be on Monday because there's a lot that is going to go into that episode. So it would take the +5 away from the top line and make it a +4. McIntyre doesn't really have a good first line fit, unfortunately. He has a great second line fit, and he scored 56 goals on the second line, right? But at the same time, we want to get him as much ice time as possible when he's our top goal scorer. That being said, he seems to be doing very well with Perfetti, very well with Fiala. I'm not sure if I want to touch these lines yet. I think the very first thing we would do if we get into trouble would be to swap McIntyre and Moore. But I'm not sure we want to play around with these lines that have been so good in the second half. But that being said, we'll also look at Cheating Heel's comment before we make any more decisions. Cheating Heel said the team really looks good under the new coach, and what about those new additions? I wouldn't mind extending Doughty and Pacioretty for a year to either give some of our kids one more year of development, or be 7th D for Doughty if we want to bring Cole Hudson up. By the way, I believe I saw Pacioretty as being a fit on penalty kill number 2 when we acquired him, so let's check that out because right now Fiala is being double shifted on the penalty kill units. Once again, my main concern for the playoffs are the goalies. For some reason, none of them, even Forsberg with good numbers, makes me confident that they can get the job done. Speaking of goalies, is there an attribute that Forsberg has way higher than Korpisalo that could explain why he sims so much better? Then maybe DeSmith has it too in the Canucks series? Just, we're trying to reverse engineer this a little bit. Great turnaround to the end of the season and great additions to the team. GM Data is on fire and has brought this team back to being serious contenders after a rough start. Can't wait to see how we do in the playoffs. Go Fleet. Cheating Heel, thank you so very much for those thoughts. And first and foremost, let's go look at the penalty kill. We know Kevin Fiala's been on that top unit. On the second unit, he's also there, though. We want to give him a little bit of breath here. Did McIntyre play on the first line at any point? I think at some point, yes, but in the second half, I don't think at all. I think at some point in the first half it's possible, but I don't think at all in the second half. So let's see if Pacioretty fits on the penalty kill here. He does fit, but he takes away the +1, I guess, because of no X factors. And units Perfetti and Beck. How do they look here, the numbers? 78 shot blocking, 83 stick checking. If it's going to be a 0, I'd probably just give it to somebody else. Who else can we give it to here? We already have all these guys out. How about McIntyre even? McIntyre, Right wing, Trevor Moore. 90 defensive awareness, 89 stick checking, but low shot blocking. What does Trevor Moore give us on the penalty kill? Still a 0, but a higher overall player. Let's try Trevor Moore here with Elias Lindholm. Let's try that on the penalty kill. Let's try that. Aside from that, I think we give Game 1 to Forsberg, but the goalies are pretty interchangeable at this point. Does Forsberg have one stat that's really that much higher than Korpisalo? We're trying to reverse engineer why he does so well. What really stands out from Forsberg? 88 speed? No, Korpisalo has that too. Aggressiveness? 87 aggressiveness from Forsberg? Nothing else that really stands out to me. Yeah, that's from the playoffs last year, I think. Anton Forsberg with Ottawa. Yeah, with Ottawa last year. 2 goal, 3, hold on. 1 goal on 3 shots, that's what it was. Yeah, 1 goal on 3 shots for Anton Forsberg last year at Ottawa. That's what it was. So yeah, okay. So Kosa will back up Forsberg, I think for Game 1. Kosa has been okay. I can't remember exactly which games we played him in. I'm not sure. It's a tough call. We had the 5-3 loss. Yeah, it's just plain voodoo there, pretty much. Seems like a cheating heel. We had a 7-0 win with Kosa, but I think we also had a 6-2 loss, which hurt his numbers a little bit, even that 5-3 loss. But he also had a 3-1 win, I believe. 5-3 win, 4-3 loss. Kosa wasn't incredible, but I don't know. Every game matters here. It's not just round 1. It's the wild card. Every game matters. I don't want to lose this in the wild card and we're done this in half an hour. I want this to be the start of a deep run. So, do we think Anton Forsberg? I suppose I lean yes, but one bad game could be enough to get him kicked out for Game 2. Forsberg, how do the poise? Just looking at the poise here. 80 poise, 71 poise. Nico Sturm, Nicholas Backstrom there as healthy scratches. McIntyre was on pace for 60 goals in the first half. Yes, I guess Kevin Fiala took away some of the goal scoring on the second line. Afanaseyev. Do we keep Afanaseyev here? What do you do again this season? 13 points in 60 games plus 6? Yeah, Afanaseyev can stay. I don't think anything changes for our lineup. It's just thinking about the goalies. And I think it's Forsberg. So I'm not going to belabor this any longer. That's our lineup that we're going to roll with. Let's check out Vegas's lines here for the Wild Card Series. We've been the Wild Card only once before, winning it against Florida. Vegas. So that's their lineup. Chandler Stevenson, Jack Eichel, and Mark Stone on their top line. We know Mark Stone very well. Chandler Stevenson, yep, he had a good enough season, close to point per game. Jack Eichel, 88 points, and Mark Stone, 91 points. Second line, Podkolzin. So Podkolzin and Stone are both here in Vegas. Interesting. Roy, Marchessault making up that second line as well. Carrier, Carlson, and Costin on the third. Holmstrom, Brisson, and Denisenko on the fourth. Defense, Rosen and Korzak, Whitecloud and Dahan, Pietrangelo and Peak. So overall-wise, it's a pretty weak team. The overalls range from 77 to 84 on defense. And outside of the top line, the overalls on the bottom 9 range from 79 to 84. So I think that's something you can take advantage of. Goaltending, Logan Thompson, Bizarro Land Canucks. Logan Thompson starting here, former Starfleet officer. We got him from Vegas. We sent him to the Islanders. He found his way back to Vegas. Of course, postseason Gretzky, Calvin DeHaan. Of course, postseason Bobby Orr. So Logan Thompson is the starter here in Vegas, former Starfleet officer, backed up by Robin Lehner. And Michael Bunting also healthy. He's injured, but Zemgus is the healthy scratch. So they're the lines here in Vegas. Not much else to say, ladies and gentlemen. We had a great second half. I love our lines. Fiala, Pacioretty, Kosa backing up Forsberg here at Enterprise Arena on the holodeck for Game 1 of the 3-game wild card series. If we were to win this series, we would go on to face either the Avalanche or the Jets. The Jets would be a crazy series. Perfetti versus Toffoli. That would really be something. So let's wait and see. We're facing the 18th seed Vegas Golden Knights as the 15th seed. Canadians and Panthers as 16 and 17. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. And, of course, subscribe for more of our 2 franchise mode series on NHL 24, our MLB The Show franchise mode series, and breaking news analysis in the real world of hockey. Pacioretty can give us Vegas' playbook. True. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First period of Game 1 of the best of 3 wild card. First period, 2-0 Starfleet early. Thank you very much. Artemi Panarin on the power play, his first postseason goal as a Starfleet officer, and the captain Elias Lindholm makes it 2-0. All right. Good start, good start, good start. Second period now here in San Francisco. 3-1 goal apiece. Of course, put Coles in Mr. Postseason, but then Panarin scores his second to not long after either to restore our 2-goal lead. Shots are 23-16, and we are up by 2 headed into the third period here at home, but make it a 1-goal game as Jack Eichel scores early on that power play just as the power play began. Power play for us now, nothing comes from it. Power play Vegas, nothing either. Halfway through the third, and we're still up by 1 with shots 30-22 in our favor. Vegas power play in the final 5 minutes. We kill it off. Huge penalty kill. Power play on our side, and Kevin Fiala will add a power play goal to send this one to bed. 4-2 Starfleet to win game number 1. Shots end 33-24, and we win at 4-2. Who took this penalty in the third period? Delay of game Fiala. He took the penalty that allowed Eichel to get a goal to bring them within 1, and even got another one. 2 minor penalties from Fiala in the third period, but then he gets an extra go-ahead goal. Thank you, Fiala, making up for it a little bit there. As we win 4-2, Panarin 2 goals and an assist, Lindholm a goal and assist, and there's Sam Girard, 3 assists after we called him out a little bit on the season he had. 3 assist night from Girard. And that's game 1 in the books right there. We will now go to T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas for game number 2 of the wild card. It's as fast as that, ladies and gentlemen. We win this game, we're off to the round of 16. We lose this game, we're off to round 3, and it's do or die. In the AHL, the season's still going. We're 45-20. Oh, no, sorry, it's the postseason now. We ended 45-27 and 10. Very good. All right. Are we in a wild card there as well? No, we're in the round of 16. Good, good, good. All right, so no reason to stop, I don't think. I didn't check the plus minuses in that last one, but I don't think there's much reason to change anything here. Do we give Kosa a start, or do we stick with Forsberg? I don't know if I want to risk anything here. 916 save percentage, he looked good enough. I think we keep rolling with him. I see your logic, I see your argument, but I think we keep rolling with him. Everyone's okay in the plus minuses. -1s from Afanaseyev, Pajot, and they had the fourth line. Fourth line, -1. All right, we'll keep rolling with Forsberg. Fourth line, -1, and that's it. The defense, we're all plus. That's good. Yeah. All right, thank you, Vasi. Thoughts on Captain Sisko? I was gonna put either Captain Picard from Nemesis when he says battle stations, or the Avery Brooks Sisko battle stations for the thumbnail. So game 2, this could be it. We win and we move on. We lose, we go to game 3 here in Las Vegas at T-Mobile Arena. Big 4-2 win. Let's keep it up. 2 power play goals in the last one. Let's stay strong at even strength. Let's get a little bit of Avery McIntyre in here. Let's see the professor teach a class on some goal scoring. First period, and it's 1-0. Cole Perfetti on the power play. The best power play in the NHL strikes again, more than tripling the shots, 16-5 through 20 minutes. We need Avery back. We need it. We need him. Hashtag come home emissary. Second period now. Okay, 4-0. How about that? Gulyev scores 2 goals, his first 2 career postseason goals. And he scores 2 within 7 minutes. Or, what is that? Yeah, almost exactly, right? Incredible. Gulyev, Panarin with another, then Gulyev again. Shots are 30-11, still close to tripling, and it's 4-0 San Francisco after 40 minutes. Vegas has been silent here at home. Power play opportunity for them gets killed off. Wow, just the air just sucked out. No wind in their sails. Power play Vegas again killed off once more. A third power play killed off thrice. 4-0 Starfleet, and it will be McIntyre adding one more late. Why not? Mila, perfect timing. Welcome to the stream. Leave a like for good luck because you are a good luck charm there. 23 save shutout from Anton Forsberg, and we have won the wildcard series in 2 games, and we're off to the round of 16. No need to have any scare. We are through. 5-0 victory. Guliev 2 goals and an assist. Anton Forsberg 23 save shutout, and Cole Perfetti with technically the game-winning goal. McIntyre scored for Mila's entrance, and we win in a nice little 2-game sweep. Not much to look at for the points, but we'll check it out here just quickly. So 4 points in 2 games from Panarin and from Moore. Love it. 3 from Guliev and Girard. 2 from Perfetti, Lindholm, Fiala, and Pajot even. McIntyre, Afanaseyev, Lysell with 1, but nothing from Cunnin, Romanov, Doughty, Pacioretty, Lindell, Beck, or Ramirez. I forgot that Ramirez is back in the lineup now because Pesci's injured. I forgot to mention that earlier on. And of course, Anton Forsberg, 2-0, 1 shutout, 45 saves on 47 shots, 957 save percentage. Well done to Anton Forsberg. Okay. So now the question will be, do we face the Avalanche or do we face the Jets? Well, I don't know. After Forsberg showed that, I don't know if we can turn to Kosa right now. I don't know if we can do that. So in round number 1, the round of 16, we will be facing the Winnipeg Jets. What a story. It was meant to be. What a story this is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. What a story. This is like a mirror universe type of thing. Wow. Last year in the playoffs, we lost in the Stanley Cup final, RJ. So Winnipeg, we have faced Winnipeg. No, we have never faced Winnipeg. No, we have not faced them yet in the postseason. No, we haven't. So the entire NHL, did they win the President's Trophy? No, they were second in the league. So Winnipeg finished second in the league with 152 points, going 51, 21, and 10. Remember, wins are worth 3. So yeah, what a year from the Jets. Sheesh. Well, hold on. If wins are worth 3, how come they had... Shouldn't wins 51 wins should give 153 points? Am I missing something? Am I missing something here? Let me look at somebody else. The Kings had 20 wins. That gives them 40 points. And then their other 15 points came from different overtime or shootout losses. That makes sense. Am I missing something? OT win worth... Oh, okay. OT wins will be worth 2. So, yes. Sorry. That's why I'm saying, what's going on here? Regulation wins are worth 3, not all wins. Yes. That's why I have all the assistant GMs in here. Thank you, everyone. Okay, so the Winnipeg Jets. What a story this is, ladies and gentlemen. If anyone wants to pull up what the exact trade was, but I think we should see Toffoli, we should see Verana. Let's check out this Winnipeg Jets squad. Oh my goodness, it was written in the stars. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, and Tyler Toffoli on the first line. Pavelski at 42 years of age, Velarde and McGroarty. Jakub Vrana, there he is on the third line with Roslovic and Fisher. And Oshie, Trocheck, and Nelson on the fourth. Whoa. What a team. Look at the depth out here. So Kyle Connor had a 93-point season. Mark Scheifele had a 102-point season. And Tyler Toffoli, after we signed him in free agency, we said, let's capitalize on his MVP value. Hey, Crazy, welcome to the stream. Let's capitalize on his MVP value. Let's try and trade him for a long-term piece. We did that in Cole Perfetti. We'll retain half his contract. Winnipeg can go on a run. It was Toffoli, Verana, and Mahura for Perfetti, Nyquist, Dillon, and a 4th. Thank you, Dice. Appreciate that. I'll see if Mahura is still here as well. And Tyler Toffoli goes out there and scores 102 points with the Jets after having a 93-point season with us. Spent 2 years in San Francisco. The final year of his contract, we sent him to Winnipeg, and wow, what a payoff that's been for the Jets. Yes, Perfetti's been doing very well. He had a 78-point season. It was a career high. So he scored 27 points in 24 games last year on our road to the Stanley Cup final. Now he wants to try and get that cup this year with Winnipeg. The whole reason we made this trade with Winnipeg was to say, hey, this is a chance for you to go on a run, and now we're the ones who are going to try to end that run with the player they gave us in Cole Perfetti. Verana, what did he do this season? Verana, 41-point year. Memory alpha. Oh, That's incredible. That's incredible dice. I love the reference. Oh, I love it. I spend a lot of time on Memory Alpha. So Vrana had 10 points in 24 games on our road to the Stanley Cup final and was a negative 15. We traded him in that deal, and he scored 41 points, was a negative 13. So things don't seem to be going very, very well for Vrana in Winnipeg. Definitely a reduced role, I would think. Yeah, 13, 19 of ice time per night. But still, not the greatest results for Vrana and the Jets here. Aside from that, Rutger McGroarty, 23 years old, 63-point rookie season from him. Gabe Vilardi, their second-line center, had a 45-point season in 64 games. And Joe Pavelski, 78 points at 42 years of age, almost 1,300 career points. What a tank. Rasovic, Fisher, Nelson, Trocheck, Oshie, what depth they have here. On defense, Morrissey and Pionk, Labushkin and Valimaki, and yes, Hinola and Mahura. Juuso Valimaki, yes, Slim is going to be very excited about that. Valimaki spent one season with us here in San Francisco, former Starfleet officer. We sent him to Dallas in the... Was it a deal? What deal was that again? Was it Lindell? No, we signed Lindell from free agency. But here in Winnipeg, 21 points and a plus 24. Of course, Brandon's going to have an incredible postseason now. Of course he will. And Mahura, who was a part of the Perfetti trade, he had 20 points, was a plus 14 career year with Vegas. So the trade absolutely worked out for both sides. And here we are seeing who's going to take it all. Morrissey this season, 33 points? What? Really only 33? That's crazy. 52, 63, 68, and he scored only 33 this year? That's really, really weird from Josh Morrissey, Pittsburgh Penguins legend on NHL 23. And Neil Pionk, 38. Okay. Goaltending should be Connor Hellebuck. Yes, it will be 83 overall. What? That's a crazy reduction in overall. His numbers haven't been great, really. Hellebuck's numbers have not been great. 30 wins this year, 908 save percentage, 3 goals against average. Playoffs, so as well. Antti Ranta is also out here. Maybe he's their starter, because he had some good numbers. And last year was Chicago. No, actually, no. He hasn't been in the playoffs for a long time. So, I don't know. We'll see. But that's a big reduction in overall for Hellebuck in only year number 4. He's only 33 as well. Steele, Gustafson, and Brad Lambert. I know Jack loves Brad Lambert. All healthy scratches here for the Jets in their lineup. So, it's a crazy, crazy lineup. Their depth is incredible for the forwards. Their top line may be the highest scoring line in all of hockey. Their defense depth isn't crazy, but they seem to perform very well. It might be the goaltending where we try to break through here. Maybe it's going to be the goaltending. That'll be a tough one. So, all right. That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we are through to the round of 16. We are ready. Who made it through in the other series? Let's just check the playoff tree here. The Panthers beat the Canadiens in 2 games. Okay, so it's going to be Avalanche and Panthers. Senators, Blues, Bruins, Flyers, Oilers, Flames, Battle of Alberta. Jets, Starfleet, Ducks, Lightning, Penguins, Blackhawks, Sabres, Islanders. Here we go for round number 1, the round of 16, game 1, round 1. Yeah, just a quick wild card. We're through, Noid. We're through. Hella Bite the Dust will give us this series. All right, Joe. Let's hope that's it. Leave a like if you haven't already for some good luck. And let's do it, ladies and gentlemen, at Canada Life Centre in Winnipeg against one of the top teams in the league. It was one of the top lines in hockey. It's Toffoli, Vrana, and Mahura versus Perfetti. What a storyline this is. First period, and it's 2-2 after 20. Wow, so Luke Cunnin down the 4th line opens up the scoring. Panarin just 12 seconds later makes it a 2-0 game. But then a minute 55 after that, Kyle Connor makes it a 2-1 game. And later a power play goal from Rutger McGroarty. 2 goals on 6 shots against Forsberg. 2 goals on 20 shots against Hellebuck. So that is very unfortunate. 2-2 after 20. Second period, now 3-2. Power play goal from the captain, Elias Lindholm. Shots are more than tripled, 33-10. Noid saying 6-game Starfleet series. All right, leave your predictions. Starfleet in 6, says Noid. McGroarty's going to be a pain. I hear it. Yeah, I hear you. 3-2, we're up by 1. Tripling the shots, we're up by 1 after 40. We've limited Winnipeg to only 10 shots. That's crazy. Power play Jets, that could be lethal. We kill it off. Up by 1. We got to get another through Hellebuck here. We're still doubling the shots. Power play Starfleet. Best power play in the league. Killed off by the Jets. Final 5 minutes of this one. With 2 minutes to go. Still doubling the shots. Final minute! Woo! Pacioretty adds the empty netter. And then Lysell adds another empty netter 10 seconds later. Oh, wow. Yeah, we can do that, Mila. Wow, 2 empty net goals, and we win 5-2. 44-20, the shots end in this one. At least Forsberg gets back He had 2 goals on 6 shots, ends 2 goals on 20 shots, so he gets back to 900 save percentage. Pacioretty, goal and an assist. Same for Lysell. Same for Cunnin. Big win in what was a pretty tight game through the first couple periods against Winnipeg at Winnipeg's home arena as well, at the Canada Life Center. In Winnipeg, we win Game 1. Very nicely done. Mila wanted to see Gerard's stats. Let's check those out here. Gerard. Connor will hopefully hella buckle under the pressure. I like that. Gerard has 4 assists, even plus minus, and playing a lot of minutes as well. Averaging 28-17. No overtime yet, and he's averaging 28-17. Wow. All right, Samuel. Merci beaucoup, Samuel. Getting paid. He's going to have his big extension kick in. Come on now. Game 2 in Winnipeg. They're not going to let that game slide. Their first line did not score any goals. Even strength at least. They are not going to let that slide. Get ready for an onslaught in Game 2. Let's try and hold them to very limited shots once again. Let's do it. Game 2 of the round of 16 here in Winnipeg. First period. Oh, 3-1 Starfleet. Lindholm, the captain, opens it up. Of course, Toffoli's going to score against his old team. No hard feelings. It's love on both sides. He ties it up. But then McIntyre, the professor, gets his second of the postseason to make it a 2-1 game. And Luke Cunnin, 2 goals in as many games down on that fourth line. Okay, buddy, I see you. Once again, only 6 shots for Winnipeg, but they still get a goal past Forsberg. 3-1 after 20. Shots 15-6 in our favor. Second period now. Ooh, okay. Trocheck scores. Beck answers. Then Kyle Connor gets one more to keep it at a 1-goal game now. To make it a 1-goal game. So up by 2, now up by 1. Shots are 25-16. Forsberg, 3 goals and 16 shots. Come on now, buddy. Come on now. And by the way, shorthanded goal by Owen Beck. Well done. Well done. We're up by 1 into the third period here in Winnipeg. They'll have a big effort this period. Let's keep holding them down and try to add one more. Kyle Connor gets his second, and we have a tie game, but Panarin answers right back just 30-some seconds after it, and it's once again a 1-goal lead for Starfleet. 5-4 into the final 6 minutes. Panarin, that's why we got him in free agency. He came here to challenge for a cup. Final minute! And okay, Ramirez, adds an empty netter for his first career playoff goal. And we win both games on the road. How about that? That's really saying something. Shots end 40-27, and we win 6-4. Is this a time to experiment with Kosa? We'll think about it. Connor, 2 goals and an assist. Gulyev, 3 assists! And Panarin, a goal and an assist. Not sure if Jack, Landon, Doggy, or Red are here, but Avery McIntyre and Cole Perfetti equal aged magic beans. Yes. I don't think any of them are here right now. I didn't see them yet. For a team playing out of Canada Life Center, that is not a lot of life in Canada. All right. 2 huge wins on the road. Panarin, 5 goals in 4 games. In the AHL, we're looking good. Honka with 7 points in 4 games as well. Amazing. Now, the question is, headed back to San Francisco for Game 3, do we turn to Sebastian Kosa and give him a chance, a little bit of an audition? Forsberg's been good, 914 save percentage overall. Now, the last couple of games, he's allowed a little too much, I think, for my liking. I still have confidence in him, but maybe just a 1-game audition. Do we keep Forsberg and say win it and get it to 3-0, and then we give Kosa an audition? Or do we give him the audition now? 1-0 Montreal. Evans from Anderson and Pearson. Nice. Merci, Nathan. Thank you always for keeping us posted there. I don't know. I give Kosa a chance, but Jens McKenzie, Forsberg only had 1 bad game. I'd say probably a couple. 1 bad, 1 so-so. It's not that I want to change Kosa. It's that Forsberg, it's that I want to give Kosa a shot. But Cheating Neil says wait. Gen Z says wait. I'll listen to the people. If we go up 3-0, even if Forsberg has an amazing game, if we go up 3-0, I'm going to give Kosa a chance. At Forsberg, yeah. So even if Forsberg has an amazing game. All right. So even if Forsberg has an amazing game and it's 3-0, I'm going to hope that we can give Kosa a chance. We'll see. Still things to be decided. So Game 3 back in San Francisco, Enterprise Arena on the holodeck. Forsberg's going to get another start here. The team that won 2 games in Winnipeg, outscoring the Jets, 11-6? Now we're on home ice for game number 3. Let's do it for the fans, ladies and gentlemen. First period, welcome back to Foley, and there it is. I called it. Franchise mode question. Why does it warn you about being over the cap when the game doesn't even allow you to go over? It's because the game will adjust. It'll adjust your cap hits down. So if I have a team that's, let's say, a good example would be, I guess, 18 million over, which I know that's impossible. Let's say it's 18 million. it would be, each of the 18 starting forwards get 1 more million. But really, it's usually just a few 100,000 added. I'm kind of dead set on Kosa because he had flashes of brilliance in the slow sim in when we picked him up. Not the calendar sim, but the slow sim, he looked very good at the end of last season. So I'm curious if he can get a little bit more slow sim magic as well here. That's why I want to try and give him a shot. But we'll continue with Forsberg for the moment. So, as I said, Toffoli, welcome back to San Francisco. We give him a little ovation, but now it's down to business. He scores the first goal. Shots 13-8 after 20. Valimaki, another former Starfleet officer playing back here in San Francisco. He makes it 2-0. But Cole Perfetti, his first goal against his old team, the team that drafted him, making it 2-1. Power play Starfleet. And Avery McIntyre gets a power play goal to tie this up. May as well sim through the rest of the period here. Let's just let it go. Power play Winnipeg now. That's going to be killed off by Starfleet. Well done. Kosa. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Let's see what happens at the end of this one. McIntyre with a big power play goal to tie it up from down 2-0 to tied 2-2. Shots are 29-18, and we're all tied up here in the third period. This third period would go a long way. Final 20 minutes here in San Francisco. Power play Starfleet. Oh, but Scheifele scores just as our power play expires. But Avery McIntyre answers back. His first multi-goal game of the postseason, I believe. 3-3 once again with 10 minutes to go. Shots 37-23, but we're all tied up into the final 5 minutes. The first line's coming alive for Winnipeg, excuse me. There's Neil Pionk making it 4-3. Final minute, last push, and that'll be the game-winning goal. Neil Pionk gets the winner. 4 goals on 26 shots against Forsberg. I think we're going to give Kosa a chance here. Toffoli a goal and 2 assists. Scheifele a goal and 2 assists. McIntyre 2 goals. So after we win both games in Winnipeg, they march into San Francisco and they win a game on the road here as well. In the Stanley Cup final, wasn't it that the road team won every game? Is that what had happened? Is that what it... I forget what... That happened recently, where the road team won every game. I remember that in somewhere in one of our series in the last month or something. Anyways, no, the defense hasn't been allowing shots. That's good. So we need to have a better save percentage from our goalie. Please stay at Forsberg. So down to a 900 save percentage now. Let's get Kosa in there. Yet to play in a postseason game in his NHL career so far, correct? Yeah, he's played in Grand Rapids. That's it. So it's his first postseason start of his NHL career. We're going to hope that he does something. We either go up, I'm not saying we have to keep him, but we're either tying the series at 2 and having a very tough decision, or going up 3-1 and maybe giving him another chance. So game 4 here in San Francisco, looking to go up 3-1 in the series. It would go a very long way. Don't let Vegas get back into this, ladies and gentlemen. 2 big wins on the road. Don't squander that with 2 losses at home. It was a late game-winning goal from Pionk. This time we're going to shut them down. Here we go. First period, 1-0 San Francisco. Avery McIntyre is heating up, and it's a power play goal to give us our first of this one. Shots 10-6 after 20. Second period now, Vegas. I'm saying Vegas. Joe Pavelski scoring for Winnipeg at 42 years of age, probably one of the older players in postseason history to score. But then Cole Perfetti answering on the power play, and we're back up by 1. Shots are 27-17, and we have a 1-goal lead headed into the third period here at home. Let's go. Let's go. 5 minutes in, no power plays, not a lot of shots on either side. There's TJ Oshie down on that 4th line, tying the game up for the Jets. TJ, but then McGroarty again. Rutger makes it 3-2. Power play. Starfleet killed off. Final 5 minutes. Don't squander it in the third. Final minute. Oh, no. Another choke. Another late choke by 1 goal. 4-3 loss and 3-2 loss. 38-27. We outshoot Winnipeg again. But a late loss. Hellebuck stands on his head and makes 36 saves. So we win 2 on the road and then lose 2 at home. The road team winning all 4 games of this series so far. 1-goal games each time. Where's the scoring? Where's Fiala? That's what I want to know. Let's check. Panarin, 8 points. Lindholm looking good. Trevor Moore, 8 assists. Fiala only 1 goal, -3. Perfetti looks good. McIntyre looks good. Pacioretty as well. Back Lysell. Pajot, 5 assists. He loves the playoffs. Maybe we swap Pajot back. Make the second line our first line? Would that be crazy? It would be +1, +5 instead of +5, +5. Pajot, how many on special teams? None. 5, oh sorry, here. None, yeah, 5 even strength assists. for Jean-Gabriel. Voyons, how about that? On defense, what's up over here? Girard, 6 assists, -2. Lindell, no points, -3. Guliev looks amazing with a +9 as well. Ramirez, +7. Okay. Romanov, and then Doughty. Maybe Doughty top pair? Doughty top pair with Girard? Get a little veteran presence in there? That'd be crazy. What do you think about that, ladies and gentlemen? Do we give Drew Doughty a little top pair? He's been here before. He knows what he's doing? Or is that too crazy? And Fiala, come on now. He has that great second line fit. We could swap McIntyre and Moore, but they're both doing so well. McIntyre does have more power play points, so maybe Moore can be the playmaker. I guess we'll try it. I suppose we'll try it. Actually, no, we can't do Gerard Doughty. It's 2 Canadians. I forgot we can't do that, eh? No, we can't do it. Sorry. Yeah. We could go Ramirez top pair, as Jenzy McKenzie says. But I don't know if I want to break up the mojo here of Guliev and Ramirez. Unless we could do this. That goes +3, +3, +2. We could do that. Gerard Ramirez. I guess we could try it, but a bit hesitant. And goalies Kosa, 888. Do we keep him in, or do we go back to Forsberg? Kosa looked pretty good. 3 goals on like 27 shots. He looked okay. It was a late choke. Late choke, unfortunately. Do we swap Pajot up as well? Pajot has 5 even strength assists. Forsberg. Alright. Forsberg. Pesci's still out. I think that'll be it. Don't want to change up too much. We're still scoring. It's just that late choke and not being clinical in our finishing here. So McIntyre top line. Let's see what you can do with Lindholm and Panarin. For 1 goal against on the first 20 shots. That's true. The first 20 shots, it looked good. We lost it in the third. Kosa looked good in the first 20 minutes. I think that's a point to consider as well. That's a point to consider as well. Let me know your thoughts. We're, what, like 24 in here? Let me know your thoughts. Forsberg or Kosa? Kosa had only let in 1 goal on 20 shots. Then the third period was a bit more rough. Forsberg has been letting in 4+ goals consistently against Winnipeg. So that's something to consider as well. Well, I take a little sip here. Kosa. What's he been doing? What's happened with Forsberg recently? EA logic would be play Kosa for the first 40, then swap Forsberg. Forsberg has allowed 2, 4, and then 3. So 9 goals in 3 games. Maybe only had 7 shots in the third? I guess, eh? I'm going to say let's just do it. Let's just do it. Yeah, let's just do it. Forsberg, I'm rolling with you. That third period is a bit too shaky. 2 goals on 7 shots in the clutch. I need somebody who can shut it down late. Hopefully, Forsberg can be that guy. Back in Winnipeg, we've had luck in Winnipeg so far. Let's do it again. Let's win this game. Let's bring it back home and end it in 6. Let's follow the prediction that was made earlier as well. First period, Game 5, series tied at 2, best of 3. We just won a best of 3. It's now another best of 3. First period, 2-0 Jets. 2 goals on 5 shots. Come on, Forsberg. Connor and Halola, 2 goals on 5 shots. You can't win. The goaltending, you just can't win. It's always such a gamble. You choose the right guy, and it's an incredible story. You choose the wrong guy, and you look like a fool. Shot 12-5. 2 goals on the first 5 shots. Second period now, no scoring. Shots are 21-13. Or down 2-0 after 40. Let's go. Third period. McIntyre, Fiala, Pacioretty. Let's go. Wake up here in the third period. Fight for your season. We won 2 games against this team already. We know we can do it. Third period. There you go. Take a penalty. Very good. We kill it off. At least there's that. Final 10 minutes. Where is the passion, ladies and gentlemen? Battle stations! Final 5 minutes, and it's gonna be a shutout for Hellebuck. 30 save shutout, 3 goals on 21 shots, and Forsberg's done. Forsberg's done. Of course, the scoring has to come through as well. But now down to an 893? No, I can't do it. It's not the goals against, it's the save percentage. They're getting only 15 shots a game, and you're still letting in 3 goals. I don't care if it's 3 goals. It's that you're only doing it on 50. It's the save percentage. Do we go to Korpisalo even? Would that be even crazier? Korpisalo, what has he done in the playoffs historically? Boof. Nothing crazy. Nothing too hot in the postseason here in the sim. And then regular season didn't look too hot either. 80 poise. Nah, I think we stick with Kosa here. We're going Kosa from up 2-0 to down 3-2. Now we gotta win it in 7. McIntyre, you're killing me. You need even strength goals, buddy. Even strength goals, please. 3 in 7 games. I need more. 56 goal guy. Come on. The backup. Nah, it's okay for the backup. Trevor Moore was point. Yeah, of course. No one had a point in that last game. Kevin Fiala, 1 goal. 1 goal. He has a horrible first line fit though, eh? But if he plays, okay, Fiala, Panarin, Lindholm maintains a +5. But then it's okay. But then 2 Americans are here. Moore would have to move out for McIntyre to be there. No, this probably wouldn't. This would be tough. Lysell could come up. Lysell was very good. McIntyre just Kuzmenko in disguise. Lysell had 4 points. Sorry, 14 points in 24 games last year. Do we promote Lysell? Then it's 2 Americans again. It's 2 Americans again. I don't know if we can put Fiala on the first line. It's the Americans that hurt us. And we'd have to have McIntyre, Pacioretty, or Moore playing on the 4th line. I don't think we can do that unless Pacioretty goes to the 4th line. Unless we move down Fiala. We're trying to move up Fiala. Maybe we move down Fiala. But I don't know if we can put an 89 overall on the 3rd line in exchange for Fabian Lysell coming up. I don't know if we can do that either. Unless Lindholm moves down. What are Perfetti's face-off? 81. You could play wing, but he has better face-offs. Perfetti could play wing here. McIntyre here. We could do this. Panarin, McIntyre, Fiala. With Perfetti, Lindholm, and Moore. That's all playmakers, though. Maybe Perfetti and Fiala swap then. Fiala, Lindholm, Moore. Panarin, Perfetti, McIntyre. Fiala, Lindholm, Moore. What about that? Essentially just swapping our top 2 centers. Perfetti the passer to give the goals to McIntyre and Panarin. Panarin 5 goals, McIntyre 5 goals. Meanwhile, on the 2nd line, we can try and do something a little bit different. I know, yeah, he's a shooting playmaker. That's why we want to try, hopefully, Moore as a playmaker with 8 assists. And Lindholm, who's been doing a little bit of both, can get Fiala the puck over here. I think this will be our lineup for Game 6. I like this. Yeah. And on defense, -2, +6, +7, -4. Terrible. Terrible. Lindell, bro, you're killing me. Who's 7th D here again? No one, because Pesci's injured. Yeah. Okay, so the top pair was a -1 that last game. Does that mean we make a change? Or... could bring Doughty up. Lindell, Romanov, 3rd pair. Doughty with Guliev. Yeah, let's do that. Ramirez can stay with Girard, maybe. Okay. There we go. There's our lineup, ladies and gentlemen, with Kosa between the pipes, just like that. Here we are for game number 6. From up 2-0 to down 3-2, here is our chance. We got to win 2 now. I know, Lindell's not looking good. I don't think he's here after this season. Let's advance a couple days, and we'll get ready for this game on the road. Sorry, at home. So the Jets just won at home, breaking the curse, breaking the trend. We can win at home as well. DRK, welcome aboard. Welcome. Hopefully bring us a little bit of luck here for Game 6. Leave a like if you haven't already. We need as much luck as we can get for Game 6 of this round of 16 against the very strong and powerful Winnipeg Jets. From up 2-0 to down 3-2, we got to push 7 here. At home in front of the Starfleet faithful at Starfleet Academy, letting class out earlier for everybody to come join the team. Let's do it. First period, 2-0 Starfleet early. Drew Doughty scores a shorthanded goal, and then Sam Girard on that top pair with Jalen Ramirez gets another one for us. More shots than usual as Winnipeg gets 14 in the first period, outshooting us for once, 14-11, but we are up 2-0. All right, let's keep it rolling here. We finally break through Hellebuck. Let's stay strong. Second period, 3-0 Romanov! All 3 of our goals coming from our defense as we're close to being outshot by double, 30-18. 3-0 Starfleet after 40. We're not done yet. Third period, let's get some even strength forward scoring. Let's go now. 3-0 and Panarin on that top line. There it is. And Trevor Moore in the top 6. Thank you. Thank you. Finally, this is what we needed to push this series to 7, ladies and gentlemen. What a show from this team with 5 minutes to go at home. This is the effort that we wanted to see. Final 5 minutes. Don't you dare. Woo-hoo! 40 save shutout by Sebastian Cossa. His first postseason win is a shutout a la Hunter Jones. His first career postseason win is a shutout as we win 5-0. Cossa makes 40 saves. Panarin a goal and an assist, and Drew Doughty with a goal as well. Cossa, let's go. That's what I said about the slow sim. Finally, some good performances, some passion from this squad. All right, we have pushed this series to 7, ladies and gentlemen. Down in the AHL, we're doing well. We're out against the Iowa Wild right now. Lost 9-6 in that last game. Whoa. Game 7 at the Canada Life Center here in Winnipeg. Wow, what a series this has been against one of the top teams in the league. So much history, so much story built up with this team, and we've pushed it to a 7-game series. The lowly wildcard Starfleet have pushed the second best team in the league to a 7th game. This is our lineup. Did Fiala get anything? He had an assist in the last one. Good. I don't remember everybody's point totals, but there you go. And Cossa now, let's try and get him another one. Game 7 here on the road. Nothing left to say. Let's do it. What a round of 16 this has been for us so far. Up and down. Big 5-0 win in Game 6. Let's keep the momentum rolling into Winnipeg. ×8. Controller down. Early power play. Woohoo! The professor is in! A goal on the second shot of the night goes past. Hellebuck and Panarin gets another even strength. And McIntyre again! 3 goals on 8 shots. We've broken through Hellebuck. Cossa allows his first in over 60 minutes, well over 60 minutes now. Something like 7 after 67 minutes and 21 seconds. Pionk gets another, of course, he allows 2. But then Pajot, Jean-Gabriel, merci mon ami, and then Perfetti with a 5th. Wow, what a period. 7 goals in that period. Oh my goodness. From 3-0 to 3-2 to 5-2. Shots are 17-8, and we lead by 3 after 40. Wow. Some drink, Professor. Give him something, RJ. Give him some. Where's the apple for the Professor? Up by 3 in the third, make it up by 2 as Kyle Connor cuts our lead to 2, now a 5-3 game. But Fabian Lysell, that is first, answers right back, 6-3. And then Lindell makes it 7. Could a 4-goal cushion be enough? What a game this has been. Make it 8, that should be enough now. We've broken through Hellebuck, we've broken through Ranta, who's in. 8-3 start, 9-3, that's it. 6-goal cushion, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We're through. What a statement game in Winnipeg against the second best team in the league to say we are for real. Let's put the league on notice. Can we get to a 10th goal? Power play Starfleet, killed off by the Jets, and there it is, power play goal from Lindholm. This is just like the round 1 with Edmonton in the Vancouver series. Round 1 against Winnipeg, and here it is. Scheifele gets one. Power play killed off, 5 minutes to go, 10 goals on 40 shots, every 4th shot going in. Ladies and gentlemen, we are through to round number 2. Free wings at the cage, of course, la cage au sport, absolument. 10 goals on 41 shots, meh, not bad, eh, Mila? What a game. Wow, 6 points from Panarin, 4 from McIntyre, 2 from Perfetti, 2 from Pajot, Moore, Guliev, Fiala, Gerard, and Lindholm. 1 from Lysell, Doughty, Pacioretty, Lindell, and then -2 from Cunnin. Come on. All right, -2 from Beck. Oh. Never seen Star Trek, so I'll assume the Academy is college-age people. Right, absolutely, Cam. And yeah, let me see the goalies in this one. So Kosa, 4 goals and 27 shots was not great. But Winnipeg, let's see this one. Ranta allows 7 goals on 33 shots. Hellebuck allowed 3 on 8. Well, when's the last time there was a playoff game where the team scored double digits IRL? Not sure. That's crazy. Maybe the fourth line could use something. 2 goals, 4 assists from Panarin, first star. Hat-trick from McIntyre, only gets him second star. And Perfetti, a goal and an assist. Wow. We are through, ladies and gentlemen, to the, what do you want to call it, the round of 8? Is that what it's called? The quarterfinal? I guess that's what it's called, yeah. We're through. Now, who will be facing, right? Data franchise that series clinching games are blowouts. I guess so. All right, we'll check our point totals in a second, but in round number 2, we'll be facing the Tampa Bay Lightning. All right, so let's check out the postseason that has been so far. The Lightning were the 10 seed. The 10 seed swept the 7 seed. Interesting. So, huge upset as the wildcard Panthers and the 17 seed beat the President's Trophy winning Avalanche in 5 games. The Blues upset the Sens. The Bruins beat the Flyers. The Oilers beat the Flames in a 7-game series. We upset the Jets. The Lightning upset the Ducks. The Blackhawks upset the Penguins. And the Islanders upset the Sabres. Crazy first round. The brackets are destroyed. In 2012, the Penguins beat the Flyers 10-3. Wow. So here we are 15 years later. So the quarterfinal, Panthers versus Blues, Bruins versus Oilers, Starfleet versus Lightning, and Blackhawks versus Islanders. Wow, so they're the quarterfinal matchups. They are set, ladies and gentlemen. So, postseason stats, Artemi Panarin, this is why we got him. 8 goals and 16 points in 9 games. McIntyre, 8 goals and 12 points in 9 games. Trevor Moore, 10 assists, 11 points. Lindholm and Guliev. Wow, Mikhail Guliev with 10 points. Chapeau to you, my friend. Crazy performance from the rookie. Well done. Cole Perfetti with 9 in 9, and Sam Girard also 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 point per game plus players through the first 9 games. Pajot with 8 points, playing 11-15 per night. He loves the playoffs. Jean-Gabriel, merci mon ami, avec un but et 7 aides pour 8 points en 9 matchs. Félicitations. Kevin Fiala, good. 3 assists in 2 games since we bumped him up, or just changed the lines. 7 points in 9 games. Lysell, 5 points. Cunnin, 3, -2. Pacioretty, 3, -1. Come on, Patches. Doughty, 2 points plus 2. Beck, 2 points, -3. Ramirez, 2 points plus 10. Fanaseyev, 2 assists, -1. Romanov, his first goal and a +3. Lindell, 1 assist, -2. The Ghoul. Goaltending, Forsberg, 4-2-0. Kosa, 2-1-0. Both with 1 shutout, but different sample sizes for sure. Kosa, 7 goals on 94 shots. Forsberg, 15 goals on 141 shots, 893 save percentage, 925. I think Kosa keeps the crease for game 1, but we'll keep a careful eye on that. Yeah, we'll keep a careful eye on that. Mr. Avery, welcome. Sean, so in the wild card round, it was a 2-game win, nice and quick against the Golden Knights. Then against Winnipeg, we won the first 2, lost the next 3, and then moved to Sebastian Kosa. 5-0 shutout in Game 6, 10-4 win in Game 7, and we're through to round number 2. Here now to face the Lightning, who finished 43, 32, and 7 on the year. Tim, welcome to the stream. If you haven't already, leave a like for some good luck for round number 2, the quarterfinal. Let's check out the lineup here in Tampa Bay. The Lightning, how do they look in 2027? So, Hagel, Point, and Kucherov on the top line. Duclair, Cirelli, and Zuccarello on the second. Sheary, Stamkos, and Hinestroza on the third. Huttinen, Goncalves, and Fortier on the fourth. Really? Well, Kosa hopefully can continue to do that for us. So Hagel, 4 assists in 4 games. Point 5. Kucherov, 5 as well for Kucherov. 7 for Zuccarello. 7 for Cirelli. Yeah, kind of should be Cirelli. And Duclair with 4. And then the depth, not so much. 2 assists from Stamkos, 37 years old. On defense, 90 overall Victor Hedman and 89 overall Mikhail Sergachev. 77 overall Isaac Phillips and 85 overall Eric Chernak. Then Ronnie Attard and Jack Thompson. Ronnie from our Flyers series on NHL 22. So, yeah, the defense after the top pair definitely takes a hit. And the forward depth it's there. Yeah, I'll say it's there. Solid enough. Ronnie! Goaltending is 93 overall Andrei Vasilevsky, but we know how it is in EA land. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. But 955 save percentage in that first round. 906 this season, but tough record. 28, and 5 for Vasilevsky. That's odd. But 955 save percentage. 1.25 goals against average in round number 1 for Vasilevsky. Backed up by Chris Drieger. Kurashev, former Starfleet officer Philip Kurashev. Foodie and Patan as the healthy scratches. Foodie also a former Starfleet officer, correct? No, he was in the AHL with Columbus, Vancouver probably. So there's the lineup here in Tampa Bay, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it. Game 1, round 2 here in the quarterfinal, facing the Lightning at Amalie Arena for Game 1. Let's keep it rolling after two... Oh, sorry, I went to the calendar. After 2 big wins against the Jets, scoring 15 goals in the last 2 games. Let's see if we can keep the momentum up with this lineup. Maybe it's going to be the same as with Vancouver. Game 1, round 1, Game 7, we changed up the lines, had a blowout, and it was just gravy from there. Let's see if those line changes that gave us a blowout can continue to be as strong in another round against another team, especially against such a good goalie. First period, and we're up 2-0 after 20. Lindholm and then Pacioretty getting a second of the postseason. 2-0 after 20. Very nice, gentlemen. Second period, 2-2 as the Lightning come right back. Fortier and Sergachev scoring 2 goals in the second period. So we have 2 on 26, they have 2 on 20. After 40 minutes, we're all tied up, and it'll come down to the third period here in Tampa. Power play early for Starfleet, killed off by the Lightning. 5 minutes in, we are still all tied up. Next goal may very well be the winner. Power play Starfleet again, and this time it's McIntyre scoring just as the power play expires, making it 3-2 San Francisco. Could that be the winner with 5 minutes to go? The Lightning making a final push in the last minute, and we hang on tight. Panarin adds the empty netter, and we win Game 1 by a score of 4-2. Shots 38-34. Whew, so Kosa, after a bit of a rocky second period, he holds it down. 32 saves for first-star honors. Panarin a goal and an assist, and McIntyre a goal. Professor McIntyre and his teachings. There you go. Big win in Game 1, and we'll keep the good times rolling into Game number 2 on the road. Let's keep it going. No need to stop. In the AHL, we are tied 2-2 with Iowa. Oh, thank you. Starfleet in 5, says Noid, the prediction this time. He said Starfleet, Noid said Starfleet in 6 in round number 1. It was Starfleet in 7. So now Noid says Starfleet in 5. Let's see what happens. Game 2, round 2, Amalie Arena. First period, 1-1 after 20. Kucherov opens up the scoring, but then the Professor, loving that first line spot, ties it up. Shot tied at 9, score tied at 1. Second period, 2-2 now. Kevin Fiala finally hit just his second of the postseason, but then Kucherov, a goal crashing the crease there as he gets his second of the game. Shots are 25-16 in our favor as we definitely pulled away in the shots in that period. The shots were 16-5? No, sorry, 16-7. But we scored 1 goal apiece. Once again, heading into a third period tied at 2, just like in game number 1. Next goal may very well be the winner. 5 minutes in, we continue to pull away in the shots. Power play Starfleet, killed off by the Lightning at the halfway point. Tied at 2, shots are 33-20, but it's still anyone's game into the final 5 minutes now. 3 minutes to go. Will we see our first overtime power play? Lightning late. Oh, Trevor Moore wins the game for us. With 23 seconds left, Trevor Moore wins it. One of our most veteran officers here in San Francisco. What a win. With 23 seconds to go, a clutch finish from Trevor Moore. And thank goodness we don't need to go in and watch overtime. Shots end 37-21, and we win 3-2. I think Stenberg was already in the lineup, unless I'm mistaken. I thought it was just a quick one-day injury, that's why. But I'll do that in the AHL. Thank you, Genzi. I'll check that out. Game-winning goal to Trevor Moore. Wow. And, of course, the 3 stars. Kucherov, 2 goals, but Moore and Fiala, the 2 former LA Kings, a goal and an assist each. And we win at 3-2 to win both games on the road, just like against Winnipeg. and be up 3-2 be up 2-0 in this series with a 3-2 victory. Huge win there. Trevor Moore, clutch. All right, this new lineup's been doing well. AHL, yeah, he's still in it, right? Yeah, everyone. It was just a quick one-day injury. You don't want to watch EAAI hockey? No, not today, thank you. I'm sure we'll see some, but if we can avoid it as much as possible, I'd appreciate it. Okay, Brett Pesce back in the lineup. All right, let's go to roster. So Brett Pesce has a playable injury, which means we got to send somebody down. So we'll probably just send down Backstrom. To the moon, Christopher, to the moon. Backstrom, we'll send him down. We still want to wait and see what happens on if we even need him. So Backstrom, he's just going to wait in the AHL for now. All right. We've been here before. Now let's learn from the past. Don't let them come back in the series and be down 3-2 now. Let's stay up. EA NHL hockey, yes, sir. So Pesce, playable injury, but who knows if we'll even go in, if we'll even put him in the lineup. I know, Gen Z, but it's for the story. We always go in to watch overtime in the playoffs. I know it's ugly. I know it's terrible, but it adds to the story. That's how it's always been. I don't want to just see an overtime winner to win a series by just it pops up on the screen. I want to go in and see the action. I know it's ugly. All right, so Game 3. We're back home now at Enterprise Arena. Let's not repeat what happened in round number 1. Let's learn from it and build on this in round number 2 and try to get as far ahead as possible before game number 4. This is a big decider. Game 3, back-to-back wins. Trevor Moore had a big one last game. The Lightning are not going to be happy about that. Let's see how they answer. First period, 1-0 Starfleet. Artemi Panarin, 1-0, doubling the shots 14-7. Second period, 2-2 game. All right, so Thompson and then Zuccarello making it 2-1 for the Lightning. But then Trevor Moore getting another. There he is. Big goals when we need them. Tying the game at 2. Shots are 26-19. And for the third consecutive game, we are headed to the third period tied at 2. So, as with the last 2 games as well, the next goal could be the decider. Power play Lightning, extended power play for Tampa. We kill it off. Power play Starfleet now, but then Braden Point scores just as our power play expired. In the last 2 games, the first team to score when it's tied 2-2 is the winner, and now Hedman extends it to a 4-2 lead. We're down by 2 with 2 minutes to go, and the Lightning will win this one 4-2 the final shots, and 35-32 in our favor. But we dropped that one 4-2, excuse me. Goal and assist from Hedman, 33 saves from Vasilevsky after he got roughed up a little bit in games 1 and 2. And Chiarelli with 2 assists. All right, can't win them all. Down now up 2-1 in the series as opposed to a 3-0 lead. The biggest thing is we do not want to see a 2-2 series like with Winnipeg. Let's see this series be 3-1 in our favor after this game. At home for Game 4. Same thing, but last series, this is where we swapped goalies. Do we stick with Kosa? Yes, we stick with Kosa. We stick with Kosa here. That's going to be what is different about this series. Let's do it. Game 4, round 2. We need a big win headed back to Tampa. First period, 3-0 Starfleet. That's what I'm talking about. Afanaseyev with his first. Jean-Gabriel Pajot, merci beaucoup, mon ami. And then Kevin Fiala with his third of the postseason. Shot tied at 9, but it's 3-0 Starfleet as we are finding a way to break through Vasilevsky, and that's what we needed in this series. 4-0. The period ends 4-2, though. Girard makes it 4-0, but then Fortier and Stamkos getting his first of the postseason, I think, making it a 4-2 game. So shots are 24-17, but we're only up by 2 headed into the third period. A win in this game would go a very long way. Let's stand strong here in the third period. We've done well in the third. We've never allowed more than 2 in the third. Power play Tampa, killed in the series, I mean. But point scores as the power play expires. And then Connor Sheary, of course I jinx it. There's that second goal. That's his first of the postseason, I think. Power play Starfleet. We're tied at 4 with 5 minutes to go now. Of course, with the EA jinx. Of course, we've never allowed more than 2, and we allow 4 in the third. McIntyre gets 1 more late, but it's too late, too little too late as we lose 6-5. And we're tied up at 2. Are we going back to Forsberg now as he allows, what, 5 goals? Do we go back to Forsberg? 4-0. We lose 6-5. That's a disgrace. 4-0 lead and we lose 6-5. Kosa down to 903 now. Forsberg's going to get a game. We're giving at least 1 game to Forsberg, I think. We got to do something after a game, after we fell apart in a game like that. We also got to do some line changes. +10, +5, +5. 0 plus, yeah, Steve Dangle reference. Plus 7 plus 7. -1 plus 2, -1. 0, -2, -1. The plus minuses aren't even that bad anywhere. Plus 4, plus 11, plus 7, plus 1, plus 2, -3 from Lindell. All right, Lindell's out, Pesci in. There you go. Lindell out, Pesci in. Let's ease him back into it, but we could put him higher in the lineup. We could put him with Guliev to give him a +3. I want to give Guliev that +3. I think I'm going to do it. I want Guliev to continue the pace, the crazy pace that he's been on. Pesci's going to play second pair with Ramirez. Ooh, actually, if Ramirez, if we could go Gerard Pesci and give it a +5. We give a +3 to Ramirez and a +5 to Gerard. +5 to Gerard and Pesci, +3 to Guliev and Ramirez. I think we got to do that. At least for one game here, and Forsberg's going to get the start. Yeah, love those pluses. Send Lindell to the Shadow Realm, basically. 5-3-2 for the pluses, yep. Forwards, I'll keep them the same for now. 5-3-2. I know, Chem isn't as much of a factor, but I would like to maximize it if we can, right? Hold on a second. Slim's crying in the server. Okay, here we go. So here we go for Game 5 in Tampa Bay at Amalie Arena. From up to nothing to tied 2-2 in the series. We've allowed 10 goals in the last 2 games. That is what I do not like to see. We've scored 5, which is great. We've been scoring against Vasilevsky, but we cannot allow a game where we score 5 goals to be one that we lose. Still think that the fourth line needs new face. Yeah, but Afanaseyev made a little bit of a push. I'm going to give him another game here. With the other change, with the Pesci change and the goaltending change, let's see what happens now. The winner of this game goes up 3-2 in the series. Back at Amalie Arena, we won both games in Tampa. Let's try and do it again in Game 5. First period, 1-0 Lightning. Duclair on the power play. Second period, 3-1 Starfleet. How about that for an answer? Thank you, Sean. 5-3 win he's calling right now. The overall even roughly fit best as the 5-2. There you go. There you go. Elise Lindholm makes it a 1-1 game. McIntyre on the power play makes it 2-1, and then Pacioretty, even strength. That's what we want to see from the third line. We're up 3-1. 2-goal lead. Let's not choke it this time. Shots are 24-23, and we're up by 2. Power play Starfleet, killed off by the Lightning. 5 minutes into the third, and we're holding on to a 2-goal lead. Please do not choke it. Power play Lightning, but it's Owen Beck who scores as the power play expires for the Lightning. I don't know who came out of the box, but we make it a 3-goal lead. That should be enough to give us the victory here. Anton Forsberg, welcome back to the crease. He just needs to be shook up a little bit. He was just shaken up a little. 32 saves on 33 shots. Huge 4-1 win. Le bisou. Third win of this series. Forsberg first star. Gerard with 3 assists, playing with Pesci with a +5, and McIntyre with a goal. Let's go. 4-1 win, and a chance to end it back at home. Owen, big bisou to Owen Beck. Bisou, mon ami. Now, Game 6, 20 points for Panarin through 14 games. Ridiculous. Game 6 here in round number 2, facing the Lightning at home, looking to end it. No need to touch anything. We'll keep it exactly as is. Forsberg, we're giving you another chance to close it out. Let's do it and push our way through to back-to-back conference finals in just our 4th season. Let's go. First period ends 0-0. Shots 11-5 for the Lightning, though. They had a power play to start it off. Yeah, Pesci holding this. Come on, Pesci. I gave you top line, top pair minutes. Second period now. Oh, 4-2! Fiala opens it up. Romanov again. Fortier shorthanded. Kucherov ties it up, but then Moore comes right back and then scores again. 2 goals from Trevor Moore. Slim saying, yeah, I know, don't worry about Slim. Trevor Moore scores 2 goals to make it from 2-2 to 4-2. Trevor Moore has been clutch this postseason. Shots are 19-18 for the Lightning, and we're up 4-2. 2-goal lead in the third. Let's not waste it here at home as Kucherov scores early, right away making it a 1-goal game. Not comfortable. Let's get another. Come on now, 12 minutes to go. Into the final 10, up by 1. Shots are 25-25 with 5 minutes to go. Final few minutes here. McIntyre gives us a bit of insurance, and Doughty closes it out. Ladies and gentlemen, we are off to not the conference final, but the semifinal. We are in the final four. Now, Doughty ruined it for you there, Sean, as Doughty makes it 6-3. Shots and 30-29. A nice little 900 save percentage night for Anton Forsberg. 2 goals, 2 assists from Moore, 1 goal, 2 assists from Fiala, and 3 assists from the captain. What a some high-scoring games here. Win 2, lose 2, win 2, and we are off to the semifinal, into the Final Four for the second time in as many years, and just the second time this series. So, year 1, we lose in round 1. Year 2, we lose in round 2. Year 3, Stanley Cup Final. Year 4, now here we are at the very least in round number 3, off to the semifinal. Wow. So we take down the Lightning in 6, and we are through. Let's check out the stats through our first 2 rounds plus the wild card. In 15 games, we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point per game plus players. Yes, that's true. New program for the holodeck. Let's get Professor Moriarty in here. Come on now. Panarin, 21 points in 15 games. Incredible. Trevor Moore turning on the Jets after a slow regular season. 20 points in 15 games. McIntyre, 13 goals and 18 points. The Professor's on fire, shooting at 20.6%. Lindholm, 18. Fiala really picked it up well. 15 points from him. Gerard, point per game. Guliev with 12. Perfetti with 11. Yes, Mila, absolutely. Pajot, 10 in 15. Doughty with 8. Lysell, 7. Pacioretty with 6. Beck with 4. Fanaseyev, 4. Cunnin, 3. Romanov, 3. Ramirez, 3. Lindell, 2. -3. Pesci, since we put him back in the lineup, no points +3. I'll take it. Goaltending. Forsberg will continue as our starter for now. 6-2 with 1 shutout. 906 save percentage. 2.38 goals against. We'll continue rolling with Forsberg for now. Kosa's been alright, but we're going to keep rolling with Forsberg. Okay. Let's see who our opponent will be now in round number... It's going to be either the Blues, the Bruins, the Oilers, or the Islanders. Let's see now. In round number 3. Yeah, we'll keep Backstrom in mind. In round number 3, down in the AHL, how we doing? We still have life? Yeah, we beat the Wild in the end. Now we're in the semifinal in the AHL. Ryan Suzuki, 17 points. All right. One more day. Here we go. In round number 3, the semifinal, we will be facing the New York Islanders. The team that beat us in the Stanley Cup Final last year. A 2026 Stanley Cup Final rematch to be had here in the 2027 semifinal. Over in the other series, the Blues upset the... Well, actually, technically not. The Blues beat the Panthers, and the Bruins beat the Oilers. So Blues versus Bruins, and San Francisco versus Islanders. So the 9 seed versus the 4 seed, and the 15 seed versus the 11 seed. Of all the teams to be here in the Final Four, of the 18 teams that started from the wild card, the top 4 teams are the 4, the 9, the 11, and the 15 seed. Set phasers to... Not stunned. You know what I'm saying. I hear you, Christopher. So the Islanders, they beat us in what? A 6-game series, was it? Was it 7? Yeah, no, 6-game series. They beat us in a 6-game series last year in the 2026 Stanley Cup Final. They had a great team. Pajot against his old team here once again. They had Barzal in there. They had Sorokin making miracles. Let's see their lineup. Islanders. New York Islanders. All right, so big top 50 Bo Horvat on that top line with Barzal and Sharon Govich. Second line, Wallstrom. Former Starfleet officer Christian Dvorak is still here. And former Starfleet officer as well as Data 782 Hall of Famer Eli Tolvanen, 86 overall out here. Lee, Jost, and Aston Reese on the third. Fast, Pitlick, and Engvall on the fourth. Defense, they have Pelech and Dobson, 90 overall. Matheson and Pullock, Mayfield and Leddy. And between the pipes, it's Sorokin and Ingram. Scratches, Pullman, Kolyachonok, and the other Sebastian Aho. All right, so big top 50 Bo has 12 points in 10 games. Barzal, same thing. Sharon Govich, 9 points in 10 games. Tolvanen with 9. Dvorak with 8. Wallstrom with 4. Lee with 5. Jost with 6. Aston Reese with 6 as well. That's true as well, Mila. That's true. They do have a very good team. They have depth scoring here as well. 4 points, 5 points, 6 points on the... Yeah. The top line is not carrying, but the scoring is there throughout the lineup. On defense, oh my goodness, eh? The top 4 is 84 to 90 overall. Pelech, 3 assists plus 9. Dobson, 8 points plus 11. 4 points plus 11 from Matheson. 4 points plus 9 from Pollock. 2 points plus 4 from Leddy. 3 points plus 5 from Mayfield. Oh my goodness. And Sorokin, let's see the save percentage. Ilya Sorokin, 949 save percentage. 7-2 with 2 shutouts. 1.61 goals against average. Wow. If we thought the Islanders were a good team last year. If we thought they were a good team last year. Wow. But we're a good team too. Do not discount this squad. We are a good team as well. The Islanders, they were 46, 29, and 7 on the year. Will be on at UBS Arena on Long Island for Game 1 of Round 3. One of the final 4 teams in the NHL. Starfleet, Islanders, Blues, and Bruins are the last 4. Incredible team. Insane goaltending as well. Offense sells tickets. Defense wins championships. Starfleet has everything. I like that. Let's do it. I like that. That's a mantra. Game 1, Round 3 of a Stanley Cup rematch here on Long Island for game number 1. We broke through Vasilevsky. Let's break through Sorokin. 1-0 after the first. Power play goal from Artemi Panarin. Who else? Shots 15 to 5, tripling the shots, and up 1-0. This playoff format has wild travel schedule as well. That's true. San Fran to New York. Second period, 1-1. The captain, Anders Lee, ties it up. Shots are 21 to 18, and we are tied at 1 after 40. Just like with the Lightning, we're tied after 40, and the next goal in the third period may be the winner. Third period action now. Love all the emojis in there. Third period action now here on Long Island. Shots are pretty tight. Into the final half of the third, we are still tied at 1 in the final 7 minutes now. Shots 32-24 for Starfleet. Final 5 minutes. Is there a hero on either side? Final minute! And we're off to overtime. Shots end 36-25. We made it all the way to round number 3 before we had to hop into overtime, but now we got to do it. Overtime action on Long Island. Let's do it. There we go. Starfleet versus Islanders. Let's hop in. If it is truly... I know it's going to be bad. If we get slighted by something, if there's like an own goal, crazy own goal that goes in, I might say we're done with slow sim for a while, but I really want to make the effort to make it happen. It's fun to go in for the storyline, you know? Yeah, get your predictions in. More for Starfleet, says Avery. Good block there, I think, from Girard. Now Panarin coming back the other way. Artemi Panarin gets over to Perfetti. Fans on a shot. As long as there's no own goals. Yeah. Here comes Barzal back the other way. Nice little move. Slips by 1. Yeah, into the corner. In front. Broken up by Pesci. Well done. McIntyre now the other way. Here comes the Professor. Avery McIntyre gets bumped off the puck. Classic. And then here's the penalty. I forgot to lower the slider. Tate had said that. Tate Anderson had said that in the Vancouver series. Lower the tripping slider. It's ridiculous. Game ends on glitch. Yeah, not a bad prediction there, Cheating Heel. Penalties. CPU penalties, CPU teammate penalties, whatever. Tripping. Tripping for everybody. Down from 50 to 20, I say. From 50 down to 20. We took a penalty, unfortunately. Even slashing. Down to 40, let's say. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright, time to kill a penalty. As Perfetti has 2 for tripping. It's 20-minute period, so it's going to be a 2-minute penalty. Pajot and Fiala are out. Panarin leading, tied. Yeah, leading actually the league. Look at, we have a lot of Starfleet officers leading the league in points there. Pajot on the dot here for the defensive zone draw, excuse me. Pajot wins it back to Ramirez. Dump it, don't get board pinned. Pajot, what are you doing? Thankfully, Joe tips it out of the zone. Are we going to see that Cade posted earlier? Say again? Big save and tight on Dvorak, my goodness. Tolvanen now with the puck, he gets board pinned. Jost in the corner, in front, broken up, well done. Well, the glitch, Cade oh, yeah. We won't see it in this, in the live stream, but in front, Wallstrom breaks that up. I don't believe you, Mark. I don't believe you. Dvorak 2-on-1 for the Islanders. Now Dvorak just broken up by Pajot. Great effort there. Yeah, the Lego Rocks 99 glitch. Pajot fighting. Gets tripped up, but he still has it. Let's change up the units now. Pajot, well done, buddy. Oh, we do. Yeah, we are getting a power play. Pajot windmill over nobody. And he gets bumped off the puck. And now we'll get a little 4-on-4 action followed by a power play of our own. 2 for tripping now going to Dvorak. Okay. Power play for us. We've turned. It's honest. We turned down the slider. I think it was a true trip as well. Let's see it again. Dvorak. Why are they always furious in the penalty box? That's the trip. I thought it was what happened after. Okay, 4-on-4. Perfetti throwing the body around. Okay, and Tyler Bertuzzi is on Edmonton in this simulation as well, just like in Vancouver. Offensive zone draw. 1 minute and 8 seconds of 4-on-4. Then it'll be a 52-second power play. No, they hate to clear the puck. Here's Dobson. Little toe drag to Sharon Govich. Oh, in tight blocker save from Forsberg. Great save with more ice here to skate on. Pesci coming back the other way. Up to Panarin. Panarin stops up. Looks in front, but Dobson breaks that up. Back the other way again. Here comes Pelech. Over to Tolvanen. Can't get the shot off. And that's going to be hung on to by Forsberg. Let's get the first unit out here. First line. 4 on line 1. Lindholm and Panarin are out with Gerard, and I'm not sure who's there with him. I'm not sure if Pesci got the replacement on the 4-on-4 as well. One back by Sharon Govich. Pelech, ooh, just stretching to make that save is Forsberg. Gerard across to Ramirez, who's out here. Jalen, look in front, Jalen. He gets over to Gerard. Panarin, too much passing, and Sorokin will hang on. Too much passing, but offensive zone face-off now. With 17:51 to go, and 27 in the first overtime. And 27 seconds to go in this 4-on-4 before it's a power play for us. Unmovable, unbreakable, and daunting. Offensive zone face-off win. Romanov trying to skate in. Just shoot, buddy. Sharon Govich loses it. Doughty keeps it in. Beck is out here. Beck gives it up to Sharon Govich. Just got off work, got a shovel, but the headphones are in. Thank you, Hobbsy. Sorry, hold on, Sharon Govich. Tolvanen, big save. I'll read the rest of that in a moment. Brian, front glove save! Getting a piece of it is Forsberg. Update on the status currently. We won the wildcard series in 2 games. In the round number 1, we faced Toffoli and the Jets in round number 1. 1-2, lost 2, 1-2. We won that in 6 games. Then against the Lightning in round 3, 1-2, lost 1. Then 1-2. That's what it was. As we beat the Lightning in a 5-game series. And now here we are in the 3rd round, the semifinal. And we are going to be facing the Islanders in a Stanley Cup final rematch. So a short power play. Oh, McIntyre breaking through. Power play. Oh, what a goal! Toe drag. McIntyre wins it in overtime. Yeah, and Coast had a ridiculous 40-save shutout along the way. We've been going back and forth on the goalies. Wow. No, I've never seen an empty net goalie goal. I've never seen that in Sim. Cheating heel. Avery McIntyre, the professor. Wow, a lesson on toe drags. I have a funny story on toe drags. I'll tell you in a moment. Ooh, not a full toe drag, but great power play goal. Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens, Sean. That's why you're in here. A little pull, you know, a little drag. And we win game 1 in overtime. Shots end 38-31. Forsberg makes 30 saves. And we win 2-1. Funny story on teaching how to do a toe drag. Maybe I knew before it, but I went to the Canadiens camp, Montreal Canadiens hockey camp one summer, years and years ago. And I learned how to do a toe drag from the one and only David Desharnais. And I've told this story before. I went to see Desharnais, and he taught me how to do a toe drag. That night, I came home to play whatever, NHL 10, whatever NHL it was. I don't know, NHL 09, 10, 11, I don't know which one it was. And I was playing franchise mode as the Canadiens already, or BGM mode or Dynasty mode, whatever it was that game. I was playing as the Canadiens, and I had traded away Desharnais to the Red Wings. I had traded Desharnais to the Red Wings previously. Now, after I met Desharnais, I said, this guy's great. He taught me how to do a toe drag. I want to trade for him back. The Red Wings would not trade him back to me. I offered 3 first-round picks for Desharnais, and they said, no, he's the future of our team. We don't want to trade him. The next day, I go back to the Canadiens hockey camp, and I tell Desharnais, I tried to trade for you in franchise mode or be a GM or whatever from Detroit. I offered 3 first-round picks, and they said, no, you're the future of the team. He said, I didn't know I was that good. It's a great story. I don't have that many stories with hockey players. I've met a few in my life, but for actual stories, that's probably the best. I love Desharnais. I love him a lot, not just for the toe drag or for the story, but that's my little story on David Desharnais. So there you go. So that's game number 1, ladies and gentlemen. Big 2-1 win against the Islanders. What does that do for Forsberg's save percentage now? I'm curious. I think I've told that story before, and I'll tell it again, but it's a great story. Forsberg now up to a .914 save percentage. 2.21 goals against average. That goals against average is looking very good. Nice. All right, McIntyre, that was his 14th goal in 16 games. Sheesh. Okay, so here we go into game 2 now. Still on the road, up 1-0 in this series. Let's keep the good times rolling here in this semifinal. Yes, there was a Camilleri story too at that same hockey camp. There was a quick story though. That was a quick one. He was signing autographs on the last day, and I just said, I don't know what I called him, like, hey Mike, or hey Camilleri, or I don't know, Mr. Camilleri, I don't know what I said. But I said, you're the captain of my NHL fill-in-the-blank team, NHL 11, NHL 12, and whatever it was. I said, you're the captain of my NHL whatever team. And he just smiled, and I don't know if he quite knew what it meant, but he smiled, and like he acknowledged it. He didn't just smile, but like he smiled, he nodded his head, like he was acknowledging it. I'm not sure if he quite knew what it meant for franchise mode, but yeah, Camilleri. It was a quick autograph as well. I wasn't the only one there. He was being surrounded by campers. There you go. That's the 70th goal for McIntyre between the regular and postseason. That same camp, I met Cedric Desjardins. I met even PK Subban before he was big. He was still just a rookie. I met a lot of good players at that camp. But for a story, that was probably it. All right, so Kevin Fiala scores on the first goal of the evening. Lovely. 1-0 Starfleet. First shot, first goal. First period ends 1-1 as Bo Top 50 Horvat ties it up. Shots 12-11 for the Islanders. 1-1 after 20. Second period now. 3-1 Starfleet breaking through Sorokin. Lindholm and Beck. Bisou for Beck. Owen Beck Bisou. Owen Bisou Beck. Shots are 25-20, and we're up 3-1. The 2-goal lead. And as series as tight as this one, that could be enough. Now let's hold them down. Let's add another insurance. Let's stay strong here in the third period. Power play to start it off. Sorry, times 8 speed. Power play to start off the period, killed off by the Islanders. Power play New York now, killed off. And then McIntyre, we get our own power play, and he scores his 17th goal. Power play Starfleet again. That should be enough. Up 4-1 with a 3-goal cushion. That should be enough in round 1, 2, and 3. And even the wild card, I don't think we're undefeated on the road, but we have won games 1 and 2 in rounds 1, 2, and 3 on the road in now 3 consecutive series. Shots end 38-28, and we win 4-1. Fiala goal and an assist, Lindholm a goal and an assist, and Anton Forsberg, welcome back to the crease, buddy. 26 save performance, and we take a 2-0 lead in the series. Now, in rounds 1 and 2, we then lost both games at home. Let's finally try to make that not be the case here. Where are you? And I'm Sorokin. That's good. Old story, there was another Beck in the NHL back in the days with Nashville. His nickname was Bisou. Is in Quebec. Beck is Bisou, of course, or Beck. Oh, that's great. I didn't even put the pieces together, of course. I call myself bilingual and even put the pieces together. Bisou Beck, of course. Taylor Beck. Ah, wow, that's great. That's a good story. So Cole Hudson, what's he doing down here in the AHL? 15 points in 17 games. Great. So he's going to continue to help carry them. Gross will come out. And then Mugli will come back in to play with Hudson. He's been out for a little bit. He had a long-term injury. He was out for a long time. Yeah. Honka slowed down as well. Goaltending, Garin and Wesley Meacham. Okay. And just actually, I want to see what the point totals are here for everybody. Stenberg looking good. Kapanen and Helenius. Look at that playmaking. Phew, 2 goals, 15 assists, 17 points in 17 games. Okay. I don't know, the team's doing well. I want to call it Backstrom, but the team's doing well. Down in the AHL, we are up 3-2 in the series. All right. Let's do it. Game 3 at home here against the Islanders, looking to keep getting revenge on them for last season. Let's not lose at home, and let's try to make it a big 3-0 lead in this series. We've been breaking through Sorokin. We know how to do it. First period, ooh, Big Bo opens it up, but then McIntyre, Perfetti on the power play, and Kevin Fiala. We are breaking through these top goaltenders. We break through Vasilevsky. We're breaking through Sorokin. We're up 3-1, tripling the shots 18-6, tripling the score 3-1. We're up by 2 headed into the second period. Second period now 5-2. Pesci, there he is, his first of the postseason, and Lindholm makes it 5-1 before Dobson scores a shorthanded goal. Shots are 30-15, doubled in our favor, and we have a 3-goal lead, up 5-2 through 40 minutes. Let's hold them down, hold them to 2, and let's just get out of here with a victory here at home. We haven't been able to do that in Game 3s in the past. Let's just get out of here with a win. Bo Horvat gets his second. 3 goals on 19 shots, not great from Forsberg. Let's hold it down. Shots are still more than double in our favor. 5-3 Starfleet, and that will be enough, ladies and gentlemen, to take a 3-0 stranglehold on this series. Shots end 46-22. We're at full warp, and we win 5-3. Bo Horvat with 2 goals and an assist, but big Sammy Girard with 3 assists, getting second-star honors, and Kevin Fiala with a goal and an assist. All right. 3-0 victory, looking to sweep out the Islanders. The Blues are close to getting swept by the Bruins, so both semifinals are 3-0. Could it be Starfleet versus Boston on a collision course? We will see. Headed into Game 4 now. Down in the AHL, we lost Game 6. Back-to-back losses in overtime when we were up 3-1 in the series. The Barracuda are pushing us to 7. Is now the time for Kosa to get a game? Maybe. And even Backstrom. Is now the time. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Forsberg's been good. So Kosa, to get the crease back, would have to have like an incredible game. But Forsberg's been doing enough. I'm more thinking about the addition of Backstrom to giving him a game. I don't know though. If I say I have 4 points even plus minus, Beck is not going to get moved out, and Cunnin 4 points even plus minus. So, even if you don't like the Forsberg swap, what are your thoughts on Backstrom and who would he replace? Give me your thoughts on that. Sweaters. I was wearing a sweater. Sweater's coming off now. Things are getting serious. Give me your thoughts on that. As I take a little sip here myself. What can I take a sip of here? A little Aldevrin, you know what, that Jean-Luc Picard always loves to get from Guinan. We don't need Backstrom right now. Leave it be. We're doing well. Mila says Backstrom for Cunnin. I don't want to mess up a good thing. That's true. Three straight wide change. I'm pleasantly surprised that he's even. Beck is 2-way and Fan saves a power forward. All right, we'll keep things as are. It's as is. It's always good to think about it. Any question that the AGMs give, I will always ponder. I will always give to you. I'll always go through the thought process. I won't just dismiss you unless it's something crazy. I won't just dismiss. We'll think about it. Now, the GMs have spoken. We're going to keep it as is. Game 4. When's the last time we had a sweep? We swept. No, we've never had a sweep, eh? We've never had a sweep ever. We've won the wild card in 2 straight, but we've never had a 4-game sweep in franchise history, despite our postseason success. So let's do it. Let's see if we can get it done here. This would be very sweet to get it done against the team that beat us for the Stanley Cup last year. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Game 4, round 3, to book our ticket to the Stanley Cup final in back-to-back years in just our 4th season. Let's do it. First period, 0-0. Scoreless first for the first time in a while. Shots 12-7 after 20. Second period, 2-0 Starfleet. Fiala and Lindholm on the power play. Of course, unless your name is Slim, your idea will be thought of. Shots almost more than double. Shots are 29-14 through 40 minutes. And we're up by 2 headed into the third, looking to close it out. Forsberg heard his name being thrown around. He said, whoa, 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 leave me in. Panarin makes it 3-0. Shots are 35-19. Is enough for our first 4-game sweep in franchise history. Power play Starfleet killed off. 5 minutes to go. The shutout is broken, unfortunately. But Forsberg still looking good. Up by 2 with 2 minutes to go. And that'll be all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. Your San Francisco Starfleet are through to the Stanley Cup Final for the second time in as many years, and for the second time in franchise history, just 4 years into our team's history. Shots end 42-25, and we win 3-1. Forsberg, third star with 24 saves. Panarin and Lindholm, a goal and an assist apiece. Stanley Cup Final, here we come, and we'll be facing the Boston Bruins. In the AHL, did we choke it? No, we won in 7. Very good. Wow, we'll be facing the Bruins in the Stanley Cup Final. So that's some history right there. An expansion team that makes the Stanley Cup Final twice in its first 4 seasons. And we want to win that cup now in year number 4. So the Bruins, let's see the road to the Cup Final now. The Boston Bruins were the 4 seed. So the Bruins beat the 13 seed in 6. They beat the 5 seed in 7. And they swept the 9 seed in the St. Louis Blues. Now here they are facing the 15 seed in the San Francisco Starfleet. A lot of parallels to Vancouver here. You got to check out the last episode of the Vancouver Canucks franchise mode series. A lot of parallels. So if we see our stats now, how many players are point per game plus? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 point per game plus players through 19 games. Wow. So Panarin, 25 points in 19 games. Moore with 24. Lindholm, 23. He's picking up in the goal scoring as well. McIntyre, 16 goals and 22 points. Fiala, 20 points. Girard, 20 points. Guliev, 15. I love this man. Perfetti, 13. Pajot with 10. Doughty with 8. Lysell, 8. Patches, 6. Beck with 5. -3, though. Romanov, 5. Cunnin, 4. -1. Fanaseyev, 4. -1. Ramirez, 3 plus 13. And Pesci, 1 goal plus 7. So very good to have him back in the lineup. And Lindell moving out was great. He'll likely get traded at the draft or something. Goaltending, Forsberg heard us throwing his name around. He said, whoa, 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 I'm 10-2 now. .919 save percentage, 2.09 goals against average. We will continue to roll with Anton Forsberg. Now, time to see our lineup for, you're a Bruins fan, eh, Christopher? I know, we've had to, it's throughout all of our series, for all of our years, we've always had moments where we've had to go against our teams, right? Especially for myself against the Canadians, I've been there. Actually, not that much, but I've been there. It's rare that our teams face the Canadians, I find, in the postseason. The Bruins. So the Boston Bruins, let's see how their lineup looks here in 2027. The Bruins, Zacha, Poitras, and Pasternak here on the top line. Geeky, Coyle, and DeBrusk on the second. Boqvist, Evans, and Arvidsson on the third. Stenlund, Hayes, and Jeannot on the fourth. Former Starfleet officer Kevin Stenlund for a brief time. He played 46 games a couple of years ago. Did Jeannot ever play with us? No. We were thinking about him in the expansion draft. That's what it was. Defense, Lindholm and McAvoy. Carlo and Chikrin. Oh my goodness. Grzelcyk and Roy. Incredible defense here in Boston. And goaltending, it's 84 overall, Lucas Dostal. Former Starfleet officer Lucas Dostal. Wow. We traded him to Boston, and he's been their starter-ish. This year is his first year as a starter. We traded him to Boston, and here it is coming back to haunt us. .935 save percentage, 2.12 goals against average. He's 12-5 with 1 shutout. Backed up by Linus Ullmark. Oh my goodness. Pitlick, Lowry, and Regula as the healthy scratches here in Boston. Zacha with 18 points in 17 games. Poitras, 88 overall with 16 points. Only 1 true star up front, but solid depth. Defense is strong, and goalie is voodoo. Well said there, Hobbsy. Only 1 true star up front. Solid defense. Solid depth. Defense is strong. Goalie is voodoo. We beat good goalies, but now we have a voodoo goalie. Pasternak, here he is with 17 points in 17 games. DeBrusk, 8 goals. Coyle, Geeky 14 points. Boqvist, Evans with 8 points. Arvidsson, 7 goals. Defense, how did they look? Lindholm, 3 points plus 4. Oh, maybe that was what it was. Maybe we selected Jeannot and then traded him right away. I think that might have been what it was, Gen Z. McAvoy, 14 points plus 4. Chikrin, 5 points plus 14. Carlo, 4 points plus 12. Grzelcyk, 4 points, -6. Roy, only 1 assist, -3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the 2027 Stanley Cup Final. We've done it. We've made it. Now, let's end it all. Let's go all the way with this squad. Those changes we made in the second half were incredible. We were 20-19-2 at the halfway point. And here we are. The head coach went a long way as well. GM Data made a few trades. The AGMs added their thoughts, and here we are. We've climbed the mountain, and we're in the 2027 Stanley Cup Final, back-to-back years. Gentlemen, let's just get a quick little speech here. Boys. We've been here before. Some of us have been here before. Avery, Trevor, Elias, Jean-Gabriel, Fabian, Luke, Owen, Samuel, Brett, especially Alexander, but especially Dowdy, Drew with your other teams. And that's it, I think, yeah. We've been here before. For the rest of you, some have been here, some haven't. Welcome to the Stanley Cup Final. Let me just remind you of what Captain Sisko, the emissary, has called you to. He has called you to battle stations. We've broken through Vasilevsky. We've broken through Sorokin. Oh, yeah, and Essa. Sorry, Essa's out there as well. Thank you. And even Nico was here last year, right? Yeah. You've been called to battle stations. You've delivered. You've fought well. You've performed valiantly. Now let's finish the job. Let's get out there and finish the job. Let's go, boy. Let's finish that job. Everyone's clapping. Let's go. Everyone's clapping, tapping those sticks. Here we go at TD Garden. Game 1 of the 2027 Stanley Cup Final. You know I gotta say it. Do not go gentle. Let's do it. First period of the 2027 Stanley Cup Final. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. First period, and we're down 1-0 after 20. Boqvist getting the lone goal. Let's go, boys. 15 to 10 of the shots. So we're getting shots on net. Dostal standing strong. Former Starfleet officer Lucas Dostal. Boqvist scores twice. What? Second period ends 3-1. Pastrnak on the power play, but Panarin puts a stop to it. We're down 3-0. He gets a goal late in the second. We said, hold on a second. Shots are 26 to 23. We get a little bit of life. We're down by 2 headed into the third. We know we can come back from this. Down by 2 headed into the third period. Avery, Kevin, Cole, Max. I'm looking at you. Let's go. Third period action. Down by 2. Artemi put a little bit of momentum. Power play goal from the professor. We're down by 1. We're back in this, but Charlie Coyle re-extends the lead to 2. Still enough time to go halfway through the third period. Final 7 minutes, outshooting the Bruins by a little bit here. Final 5 minutes, 2-1. Hold on, Cole Perfetti, we're hopping in. Ooh, Cole Perfetti scores to make it 4-3 with 49 seconds left. Cole Perfetti. I had to hop in right away. I had my finger ready on the button just in case. Leave a like for good luck if you haven't already. Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final here at TD Garden. We're down by 1 with less than a minute to go. Can we push overtime? Coco Cole. Here we go with 56 seconds to go. Down by 1. Pesci. Let's be careful. Pesci, establish something and I'll pull the goalie. Give me something now. Yeah, he's the captain in Boston. That's true. And yes, boost it. Yeah, first chance we can do something. Pesci, Lysell. All right, here we go. Pesci already has a little open space. I'm going to hope that he can skate with it. Let's boost the shooting. I want to get the first line. We need a face-off. That's what we need. Hey, what's with the cycling? Come on now. Let's get the shooting bumped up. And the tripping sliders, yes. There's so much to do every time you hop in. That's why it's good that it's rare, but come on now. Thank you, Joe. Yeah. Settings. Sliders. Penalties. Oh, it stays. It stays. Okay, good. Thank you. I'm not sure if that's a preset that it stays when I go in or if it always stays like that, but okay. Thank you. Pat's ready. Now, if you can get into the zone, I'll pull the goalie. All right, here we go. Pajot is going in. Goalie getting pulled. Backhand on net. Let's try and get a face-off here. Grizzlick up to Stenlin. Here comes the empty net goal. Stenlin walks in off the post. Thank goodness. Come on now. Gerard over to McIntyre. A little bit of urgency. Lindholm. First line's coming out. Enter the territory. Here we go now. Goalie pulled. Lindholm in front. Oh, what a chance. McIntyre. Oh, what a save from the toe of Dostal. We got to go in and see that one again. No, Lysell. Wherever that is, getting glitched into the net. Lysell against the team that drafted him. I brought that storyline as well. Lindholm picks it off. 1 second. Oh, Pacioretty stopped, and that's the end. What a push at the end. We tried. Wow. At least we got some shots on net. We did well. We got shots on net. Shots end 40-28. Wow. What a rush here. What a few chances. So Lindell into the middle. One-timer Pacioretty is blocked. And then who gets the puck here? Pacioretty again. Oh my goodness. The skate of Dostal. Wow. The skate of Dostal. Making the save, and then who gets stuck here? No, it's McIntyre. Avery gets stuck behind the net, glitched behind the net, and he doesn't want to go get it. Oh, wow. Shots end 40-28, and we lose 4-3 in game 1. Whew. Tip of the skate. I hate those net glitches, but at least we got some shots on net, so at least we can say we had some sort of effort. Down in the AHL, we're in the Calder Cup final, another parallel to the series this last season. We've made too many compromises already, too many retreats. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, it's not showing up on my YouTube, JP. It's not. Oh, hold on. I gotta pull it. Hold on. I'll pull up the quote myself. Hold on. Let me pull up the quote myself. Hold on. Let me go into the lineup here. Let's go into the locker room for game 2 here in Boston. Let me pull up this quote. From First Contact. Jean-Luc! Hold on a second. Here we go. I found the link. Now here we go. One of the best lines from Picard, absolutely. I will not sacrifice the Enterprise. We've made too many compromises already. Too many retreats. They invade our space and we fall back. They assimilate entire worlds and we fall back. Not again. The line must be drawn here. And no further. This far, no further. Let's go, Starfleet. Game 2, Stanley Cup Final. The line has been drawn this far and no further. At TD Garden for Game 2 to tie this series up. Let's do it. We showed a good push at the end of last game. Let's keep that momentum going. First period, 1-0 Bruins. It's Kevin Stenlund, their depth scoring. It's their depth scoring. Come on now. Second period, that's what I want to see. Kevin Fiala on the power play, tying it up at 1. Shots are 24-15 in our favor, and we're headed to a tied third period. We've seen this many times before this postseason. Here we go. Next 20 minutes. Next goal could be the decider in this final, now 15 minutes. Power play. Starfleet's Elias Lindholm, our captain, puts us up by 1. Power play again now. This time killed off by the Bruins, but Kevin Fiala gets an even strength goal to extend our lead to 2. Very close to tying this series up in the final 5 minutes, and that should be enough, ladies and gentlemen. Big win at TD Garden. Shots end 38-23. The team listens to the speech from Jean-Luc, and we win it 3-1 the final. Fiala with 2 goals, Lindholm a goal and assist, and once again, Gerard with 3 assists. Oh, we could definitely have an episode titled Lines in the Sand. You know what? I have a little note on my phone. Whenever I think of an episode title, okay, thank goodness that's the AHL. Whenever I think of an episode title, I write it down. I have a few episodes in mind. Road split achieved. Finally, no more of one team winning the first 2 games always, and we're headed back home with a 1-1 series. Lines in the sand. Lines in the sand. Or even, I'll put / this far and no further. I don't know, probably lines in the sand works better though. There you go. All right, keep that quote in mind, ladies and gentlemen. This far and no further. We've drawn the line. We won game 2. Now it's game 3 in front of the fans at Enterprise Arena here at the holodeck. Let's do it. In front of the home fans, another Stanley Cup final game in San Francisco. The fans are going ballistic. First period, 1-0. It's Trevor Moore opening it up. All of the officers on shore leave are coming up. Forget Ryza. We're going back to Earth. We want to see this game here in San Francisco at Starfleet Academy. Shots 15-8, and we're up 1-0 after 20. Second period, make it 2-0. Owen Beck, mwah, mwah, bisou, bisou, Owen Beck. Shots are 28-20, and we're up 2-0 after 40. Third period now, do not stop for a moment. This far and no further, we said. Power play start. It's a power play goal from Panarin, and another from Panarin 25 seconds later. 2 power play goals from Panarin in 25 seconds. This far and no further, we say. This far and no further. Arvidsson scores his 8th of the postseason to break the shutout, but that's all right. McIntyre adds 1 more for good measure, and we win 5-1, outshooting the Bruins 43-31. 30 save performance from Anton Forsberg to give him second-star honors. 2 goals and 2 assists from Panarin, a goal and an assist from McIntyre, and we win 5-1. In the end, even if we don't win the Stanley Cup, us moving to Foley and Verana and bringing in Panarin and Perfetti, it worked out. We beat the Jets, and we made it, and we've won at least 2 Stanley Cup final games. It was worth it in the end. Since we've drawn the line in the sand, we've just drawn the line, point final. 8-2, we are outscoring the Bruins, 8-2. Game 4 now. The power play merchant rumors. Let's go. Last year, we were up 2-1 in the series against the Islanders, and we ended up losing in 6. Let's go now. We lost 3 in a row against the Islanders. Let's do it. 31 points in 22 games. Ridiculous from Panarin. Let's go. Here at Enterprise Arena, Game 4 to go up 3-1 in the series. This far and no further. It's on the bulletin board in the room. Above the door. This far and no further. Game 4, Stanley Cup Final, up 2-1 in the series. First period, 1-1 game. Charlie Coyle opens up on the power play. Then Brett Pesce with that A on his chest, making it a 1-1 game. Shots 13-8. Brett, he's been here for a lot of action here in San Francisco. Second period, 2-1 Bruins. Zacha with 50 seconds left in the period, making it a 2-1 game. We're out shooting Boston 24-21, and we're down by 1 headed into the third period. Who's going to be the one to step up? Who's going to be the one to say that I believe it is far enough, and this is the line that's been drawn? Who believes? Who believes? Third period, power play Starfleet. Killed off by the Bruins. Power play chance again, and it's Avery McIntyre! The professor believes that we have gone this far and no further. We've allowed the Bruins this far and no further. 2-2 game. Let's get the go-ahead goal now. We allowed 2 this far and no further. Let's go. 2 minutes left now. Final minute. And Sam Girard and the Starfleet have won it! The Starfleet officers have won it with a late winner! Sam Girard wins the game with 29 seconds to go, and they're going ballistic in San Francisco! Shots end 39-33. And from down 2-1, we truly said, this far and no further. JP, I owe you one. This far and no further, we said. 3-2 Starfleet wins. Up 3-1 in the Stanley Cup Final. The furthest we've ever been. We've guaranteed at least a Game 7. The furthest guaranteed, because last year was 6 games, that we've ever been in franchise history. Forsberg makes 31 saves. Power play merchant rumors are back. Girard a goal and an assist, and Moore with 2 assists. Put some respect on Girard's name. I hear you, Mark. I hear you. So many parallels to the Vancouver series. Game 5, back in Boston at TD Garden, with a chance, for the first time in franchise history, a chance to win the Stanley Cup. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what a moment this could be. In just our 4th season with the franchise, what a moment this could be. Game 5, excuse me. Game 5, here at TD Garden. Wow. Someone asked for the captains. Gen Z Mackenzie asked for it. Captain Lindholm. Alternates are Pesce and... I forget. Captain Lindholm. Alternates are Pesce and... Is it Girard? Yes, it is Girard. Girard and Pesce are the alternates. That's true. We could go Calder and Stanley, but let's not count those chickens too quickly. Artemi, you signed here to win a cup. Go out there and finish the job. Cole, we acquired you to be that playmaker. Feed him that puck. Avery, we drafted you 9th overall. Sophomore year, Calder Trophy. Rocket Richard season. Finish the job. Trevor, You've been waiting 4 years with Starfleet. Lindholm, 4 years with Starfleet. Finish the job. We told you, Fiala, Lindholm, we said sign with us and we'll give you a reason to stay, and here he is. Fiala, we acquired you from the lowly LA Kings, from the worst to the top. Pacioretty, same thing. We acquired you looking for something magical, and this could be it. Jean-Gabriel, we wanted you to be a middle six centerman. Parts of your 3rd season here in Starfleet. Let's go. Get you that cup. Lysell, we got you from the Bruins right away in our 1st year. 2 years in the AHL, 2 years in the NHL. Amazing chemistry, yes. Luke, you've been a Starfleet officer through and through. Yes. Owen, we got you from the Canadiens in the Philip Gustafson trade. Yes. 1 year in the OHL, 1 year in the AHL, 2 years in the NHL. Let's go. Bisous. Afanaseyev, did we get you off waivers maybe? 2 years in the AHL, then now 1 year in the NHL. Defense, Sam, 4 years with us. 30-point guy with the Avalanche. You score 80, you score 70. Here you are, the #1 guy here in Starfleet. Brett Pesce, 4 years with us. Romanov, 4 years with us. Doughty, the veteran looking for another Stanley Cup. And by the way, let everybody know in the Discord server to get in here if they aren't already. Somebody can go do that if they'd like. Jalen, we drafted you 42nd overall. We sent you down. We brought you back up. You're proving it well. You're doing very well. Guliev, another guy who we got in year #1. 3 years in the AHL. Now 1st year in the NHL. He's doing incredible here in the postseason. And goaltending, new faces, of course, but Anton Forsberg, we're trusting in you, sir. We're trusting in you. 922 save percentage. Incredible. Nico, Eunice, even Essa. Let's try and get you that Stanley Cup to boot. Ladies and gentlemen, we said this far and no further. Game 5 in Boston at TD Garden with a chance to win the Stanley Cup. Go out there and do it for Starfleet. Live long and prosper, my friends. Let's do it. With a chance to win the Stanley Cup in our 4th season. What a project this has been. And everything could end right here. Or just the culmination of everything could be right here. First period. Oh my goodness. 8-goal period in the first. Wow. Evans, Geeky, and then Geeky again. 3-0 Bruins. Panarin, McIntyre make it 3-2. Boquist makes it 4-2. Perfetti makes it 4-3. And then Lindholm ties it up at 4. All of this was in the first 15 minutes. 14 minutes and 59 seconds. Whoa. Minus the first minute and a half. All in the first, 13 minutes. 8 goals in 13 minutes. Shots 16-13 for the Bruins. Both goalies have been doing well, and they allow 4 each in the first period. Both are still in, I think. Goaltending set to optional. Are both goalies still in? Yeah, both goalies are still in. All right, let's let it sim. Controller down. Second period now. It's a 4-4 game. Let's see what the second period brings. Power play Starfleet. We are yet to lead in this game. From down 3-0, it's now a 4-4 game. We fought back very valiantly. McIntyre on the power play. The power play merchant. But then DeBrusk answers right back. 5, and Zacha makes it 6-5. Zacha. 6-5 now, Bruins. Wow, but then now 6-6 from Fiala. We will not go gentle. All right, 6-6 game. Shots are only 29-22. And it's 6-6 through 40 minutes. 12 goals have been scored. Both goalies are still in as well. Whoa. Touchdowns for either side. That is crazy. Third period now. We're all tied up. A tie into the third. We've seen 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, not 6-6. Win this period, and you win the Stanley Cup, my friends. Let's go. Anyone like a save, or I don't know. Here we go. Game for the ages. Third period action here in Boston at TD Garden. Next goal could be the winner, but who knows in a game like this. 5 minutes in, no goals scored yet. Power play Bruins. Pasternak scores on the power play. 7-6. The extra point is good as Forsberg allows a 7th goal. Do we have a tie? Yes! Jalen Ramirez ties it up at 7. Trevor Moore puts us ahead! 8-7, Trevor Moore. We're going to hop in now. Trevor Moore with just a minute 22 to go. Trevor Moore, he has scored clutch goals in the past. He puts us up 8-7. 8-7. What jerseys do we wear? I don't want to count the chickens. Like I said, but do we want to wear the home jerseys? I think we want to wear the home jerseys. Winning with the home jerseys would be great. Trevor Moore, are you kidding me? Wow. This game's not over yet, though, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, here at TD Garden. Lockdown defense, I'm going to leave it as is. Here we go. Defensive zone draw, Bruins get it. Come on, guys, here we go. Highest rated game in Stanley Cup history with 15 goals. You would think McAvoy shot on that is stopped. Minute 18 to go. Zaka in front, good poke check. Are they pulling the goalie? No, they're not yet. McIntyre's going to carry it out. Very good. Across to Perfetti. Perfetti has a chance. In front, broken up by Lindholm. Final minute now. Panarin in front. Backhand stop by Dostal. And he will hang on. Let's keep the first line out. We'll keep the first line out. Oh my goodness. Moore was a trade candidate. Now he's been a hero. He may even be an even bigger hero. Shouldn't we let them win to win it back home like Tampa Bay? That would be fun too. Oh, you're right, Joe. Tripping sliders. Yeah, better be safe than sorry. Tripping sliders. No, it's automatic. It was already done, remember? Last time I went to look, it was already there. Panarin with 35 points. Is he a Conn Smythe? I don't know. But we're not done yet. Offensive zone draw with a minute 4 to go. Minute 4 to go. Defensive zone draw, one back by the Bruins. Here comes Pastrnak. They're going to pull their goal with a minute to go. Here comes Zaka. Chance on a big rebound chance that's shot into the corner, redirecting the corner. Lindholm off the post, hit out by the stick of Forsberg. Desperation clearance out of the crease. Oh my goodness! Up to Panarin now. Perfetti with a chance. They're not pulling their goalie. Here comes Zaka back the other way. 40 seconds left in the third. Poitras, they're pulling the goalie. Pastrnak across to McAvoy. That's stopped by Forsberg, and he will hang on. All right, second line's coming out as the goalie will be pulled for 6-on-5 with 32.4 seconds to go. Deflector shield, save the day. Anton Goldberg. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. We are just 32.4 seconds away from the Stanley Cup. Defensive zone draw for Lindholm. The captain is out. He wins a big draw back to Guliev. Here's Ramirez up to Moore, who exits the territory. There we go. And just misses the open net to seal it. The AI can never hit. Oh, and Fiala scores! Kevin Fiala with a mix-up in front of the net. Oh my goodness! Yeah, we're wearing the home jersey on the road. That's making it so high scoring. I guess that's it, huh? This far, no further. Yes, JP. This far, no further. As we will win our first Stanley Cup in franchise history, ladies and gentlemen, with 21.4 seconds to go. 9-7. What a ridiculously high-scoring game. Terrible giveaway. 2 series, 2 cups, 1 GM. Thanks, everybody. And 1 group of AGMs as well. Thank you, everyone. With 10 seconds to go, they're going to pull the goal again. What a huge rob of a save from Forsberg. We have done it. This far and no further, we said. This far and no further. And the team listened. What a team motto to have. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2027 Stanley Cup champions! Your San Francisco Starfleet in their 4th year of existence. The line has been drawn, and Starfleet has won the Stanley Cup. Lieutenant Commander Data was brought in to get it done. The android did it. It took him just 4 years. The android did it with his team of ensigns, cadets, and different rankings throughout. Now, who's your vote for the Conn Smythe? I would say Panarin, hands down. Who's going to get it out there? Yes, Panarin. 35 points. He came to San Francisco to win a cup, and that's what he does in 1 year. There are 4 seasons. The Starfleet the references are great. There are 4 seasons. I don't know. Are there going to be 5 next year? All right, bring out the Stanley Cup. It's not going to be Gary. Gary's not bringing out. It's Admiral Ross. Admiral Ross is bringing out the cup, and he's calling over the captain from day 1, Elias Lindholm. Admiral Ross calls over Elias, shaking hands with the captain of Starfleet, and Elias Lindholm will raise the Stanley Cup over his head for the first time in franchise history. Elias Lindholm, what a look. Thank you, Christopher. Next up has got to be one of the players who have been here the longest. Probably Sam Girard comes next. Sam Girard up next. Someone else who's been here the long time and been here and had such an impact. Alternate captain Samuel Girard, from getting buried in Colorado to being the #1 guy in San Francisco. Sam Girard raises a very well-deserved Stanley Cup, and what a turnaround once we changed coach as well. What parallels between the two series? Next to raise the cup, why is Kosa an option? Next, it's got to be the professor. Yeah, McIntyre's up next. Avery McIntyre, the goal scoring king himself. Parallels between the two series, crazy. What turnarounds! From barely squeaking in Vancouver and being a wild card here in San Francisco. Wow. Next up, probably Panarin. There's so many other guys I'd want to see. But of these options, yeah, we'll give it to Panarin. His first Stanley Cup. He came to San Francisco to do it, and he got it in his first season. He has one more year with us at least. And Panarin raises the Stanley Cup. Wow. 15 seed to Lord Stanley. Ladies and gentlemen, get out your cameras, get your screenshots, get out your holodeck. What are they called? Those holodeck cameras that the Doctor uses in Voyager, and snap a picture. It will last a lifetime. Wow, what's it called again? That camera that the Doctor uses in Voyager that he loves so much. The Imager, Holo Imager, is that what it's called? Look at that logo as well! Amazing! It'll last a lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. The first time in franchise history. Let's read those names. So, hey, thanks, Hobbsy. I hope you're okay over there. San Francisco Starfleet 2026-27. Lindholm captain of the Fanaseyev, Beck, Kosa, Doughty, Fiala, Forsberg, Gerard, Guliev, Korpisalo, Cunnin, Lindell, Lysell, McIntyre, Moore, Pacioretty, Pajot, Panarin, Perfetti, Pesci, Ramirez, Romanov, and Sturm. Wow. And we did it in timely fashion. Sometimes a Stanley Cup run can be a 4-hour stream. We're under 2.5. Shots end 47-39, and it's a huge 9-7 game. Fiala first star with 4 points. What a game to end it. Trevor Moore with the Stanley Cup winning goal. Wow, leave a like if you haven't already, and subscribe for sure if you definitely subscribe if you haven't already for more exciting moments like these throughout our series. All donations going straight to Starfleet Academy in this one. Send the resume to Jeff Molson. Thanks, I should, eh? Do we win the Calder Cup down in the AHL? Who's ready to draft now? Let's do it. 8 of 9 to finish the season. Yeah, that's crazy. Do we win down in the AHL for the Calder Cup? No, we're going to Game 7. Let's go check it out. Game 7 of the Calder Cup. Can we win it down and go double here? Can we double up? Let's do it. First period. 2-0 for the Phantoms. 5-1. We're not going to do it. Sorry, everybody. We would have loved to have done it, but we lose 6-2. Too bad in Game 7. But I will take the Stanley Cup, no problem. Stenberg, strained hamstring, no problem. Alrighty. So the Phantoms win down in the AHL. Let's start wrapping everything up. The San Francisco Starfleet are your Stanley Cup champions. Let's check out the hardware this season. I don't think they're up 3-0. The hardware this season. Let's see it. Starfleet Stanley Cup champs in 2027. Took us 4 years. President's Trophy to the Avalanche. Down in the individual awards. Scheifele won the Art Ross. The Hart went to Toffoli, so it makes sense even more for why Toffoli went to Winnipeg. Yeah, we'll check the playoff stats, absolutely. Toffoli winning the Hart. Makar winning the James Norris. Lady Byng going to Zuccarello. How about that? Michkov wins the Calder. Panarin wins the Conn Smythe. Vezina go to Spencer, and of course, we trade him away, he wins the Vezina. But we wouldn't have had Forsberg, and it wouldn't have been in the same story. Jennings to Holman Francouz, 280 overalls winning the Jennings, of course. Korzak wins the Bill Masterton. Coach of the Jets winning the Jack Adams. Barkov wins the Ryan O'Reilly / Barkov Trophy. For the, yes, of course. Ready for the Aldevrin, you know what. Ted Lindsay goes to Toffoli, and Maurice Richard going to Avery McIntyre. Down in the AHL, any awards for us? No, none down in the AHL. Whoo, what a run. There is that final bracket, ladies and gentlemen. From the wild card to the Stanley Cup. Taking down the Bruins in a 5-game series. Beautiful, beautiful look. Okay, looking at the postseason now. Looking at the player stats. So Artemi Panarin in 24 games scored 35 points. A well-deserved Conn Smythe for Panarin. Avery McIntyre, 21 goals in 24 games with 31 points. Definitely was up there in the voting as well. But even Trevor Moore with 31 points. Tied as well with McIntyre, 7 goals, including the Stanley Cup winning goal. He had some clutch goals along the way as well. So well done to these top guys. Lindholm with 29 and 24, the captain leading by example. Kevin Fiala, 28. Sam Girard, 28. Wow. 6 point per game plus players. Perfetti, 18. Guliev, 16 and a plus 9. Pajot, 10. He slowed down, but why not? Lysell, 10. Doughty, 8. Pacioretty with 7. A lot of players didn't do much in the last round there. I don't think anything from Doughty or Pajot or Lysell. Beck with 4 goals, 6 points, -4. Romanov, 6 points, +5. Ramirez, 6 points, +16. Cunnin, 4 points, -3. Pesci, 2 goals, +11. Thank goodness we had him back in the lineup. Lindell, yep. And there we go. Goaltending, Forsberg, 14 and 3 with 1 shutout. 913 save percentage, 2.4 goals against average. We can't see Kosa because technically the game sent him back down. We know what his numbers were. Anton Forsberg, the 82 overall, 34-year-old who was a toss-in to the Korpisalo trade, carries us as our starter to the Stanley Cup. Anton Forsberg cannot be forgotten amongst all the hype of McIntyre and Panarin and everybody else and the 6 point per game plus players. We cannot forget Anton Forsberg. So, let's sim to the draft. Oh, and yes, AHL stats. We'll do that too. I don't know if I ever did it for the season even, but for the season, AHL season stats. Otto Stenberg, 76 points. Looked good. Here's some players over here. Goaltending. Oh, there's Kosa. So Kosa, his numbers, he was 4 and 3 with 904 save percentage. Yes, I'll get you. Forsberg's goals against average was 2.83. Oh, sorry, no, that was in the season. Sorry. His goals against average was 2.4. 2.4 for Forsberg. Yeah. Okay, AHL. So Garand was our guy. Sub 900, but 5 shutouts. And in the postseason, there are 7 games that we played, and 26 games actually. Suzuki had 28 points. Jiggles or Hobbsy is Slim is spamming. Can one of you please mute? Hey, why is all the times to do it? Thank you, Jack. So between regular and postseason, McIntyre scores 77 goals. Wow. I say he hits that next season, regular season alone. Okay, Joe, I see you. Stenberg 24, Hellenius 23. They'll want to be pushing next season. Hellenius and Stenberg for sure. But even Ryan Suzuki could have a chance in the preseason. Who knows? And Garand, still tough numbers. Meach came in a little bit, looked good. Garand, though, 3 shutouts along the way. Okay, so there are the numbers down in the AHL. So we'll sim to the draft. We'll see who retires, who wants what for contracts, and then we'll start to figure out what our team will look like for the next season. I don't know what Doughty or Pacioretty will want, if their demand has changed, but we'll see. We'll have $100 million as the budget. Nashville jumps from 8 to 1 in the lottery. LA with our horrible season drops from 1 to 2. That's tough. Retirement now. Player retirement. Who is retiring? Backstrom. We never got to play him. I'm sorry, Nicholas. Backstrom never got to play. Kopitar retires. Eric Stahl at 42 years of age. Wheeler, Burns, Ben, Carter. So many. Oshie retires. Thank you, Hobbsy. Any other players that we had in this series? I don't think anybody else who rings a bell. No other Starfleet officers retiring. No, I don't think any Starfleet officers retired here. No. And for the goalies, Marc-Andre Fleury at 42 years of age. Love me some Marc-Andre Fleury. Quick, Halak, Elliott, Kemper, Markstrom, and Aaron Dell. Kopitar, Wheeler, Backstrom, and Oshie are all now coaches. That's great. Good. Perfect timing, Hobbsy. Coach retirement. Nope, we're good. Okay, here we are at the draft. So, heading into the offseason, ladies and gentlemen, we have a few things to think about. Number one, that's a great moment in 2BC's series, Gen Z. Number one, actually, I'm sorry for going all over the place. We got to look at progress reports first, then we'll start looking at the offseason plan. Progress reports. Who jumped, who dropped. Thank you, Hobbsy. Pacioretty dropped a little bit. Moore's an 86. Okay, nothing changed too much. Lysel's at an 82. Panarin 93. Perfetti up to an 89. Girard down to an 86. I don't know why players always drop after such good performances sometimes. I think that's about... Guliev up to an 81. Cole Hudson, yeah, what did he do? Didn't see him in the playoffs. 17 points in 26 games from Cole Hudson. 54 points in 75 games in the AHL. Cole Hudson, that is all players. So in the system, Pruka, Kaminsky, Kukanen, Pajot down to a 78. So I think we trade Pajot unless we keep him fourth line center, but yeah. Emelin, Galiev, Mikola, 77 overall. He's definitely our AHL starter at the very least next season. Juha Mikola, high elite potential. Yeah. McIntyre up to an 86. Yes, good catch. There we go. Mugli, still at 75. Okay. So now, next season's plan. When we think about our team, first the expiring. Max Pacioretty is expiring. He wants, more than we wanted before. Should we have signed him earlier? Maybe. But at the same time, we want to get a lot of young wingers in. So Pacioretty walking probably makes sense. Doughty's the one that I want to keep. What does he want? Okay, we can keep Doughty. So Doughty on a 1 or 2 year deal makes sense. Even though his potential is low, we can keep him as 7th D or whatever. Luke Cunnin would be cheap enough. And by the way, we'll have 17.7 to spend unless we make some trades. Fanasev should be doable. That's about it. Goalies. Anton Forsberg's going to need a contract. He wants... Okay, we can pay Forsberg. Kosa, we could probably have the same tandem. We can do another couple of years of RFA on a nice cheap deal for Kosa. Yeah, we'll do that. So our goalies next year will be... I don't know if Korpisalo is getting traded out. We'll think about it. But Forsberg and Kosa absolutely. With Korpisalo as a question mark. And Mikola with probably Garant in the AHL. Maybe Meech moving out, right? Yeah, 7th D, I think it works out. I posted the company. Hey, thank you, Nathan. Thank you for that. It'll last a lifetime, baby. Yeah, probably trade Korpisalo out, as well as probably Esa Lindell. So let's start thinking about the defense first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But we want Cole Hudson in and Doughty as 7. So I'm thinking Lindell out. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. With Doughty as 7. And then Mugli, whatever. No one else really pushing. Yeah, we'll package Meech as well so we can get him out of there. Meep. I love him, but... Yeah, so I think the defense is pretty straightforward. The forwards, however... I think the chat may just... Okay, that's all right, Hobbsy. Thank you. Forwards now. Currently, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 currently. Now, take out Pacioretty. That allows one spot to be open. Maybe I should go think about it this way as well. Hey, hold... You know what? I'm going to take care of this myself. That he's disrupting the stream is ridiculous. I'm going to go and time him out. So it's even better than just... Even when he's not in the stream, we have to deal with him. Oh my goodness. Timeout for... I'm gonna say I'm giving him a nice solid... Let's give him an hour to start and we'll go from there. Okay. That's the issue, though. The pairings would be tough for the defense. We'll get back to that in a second. So right now, if the lineup is still, let's say, the same top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in our top 6. That will leave a third line of Lysell, maybe Beck, and then fill in the blank. Then a fourth line of Kunin, Afanaseyev, and either Pajot or Sturm or whoever else. Because coming up, you would think maybe Kapanen, probably Hellenius, maybe even Stenberg, maybe even Suzuki. So Pajot likely out to free up money as well. Because he would be... Unless we say we keep him as the fourth line. I hope... maybe Pajot stays as fourth line. There's a few things that'll depend on player growth. If these guys are all still 78, 79s, I don't know. But if Pajot stays at a 78, and Hellenius is an 80, and Kapanen is an 80, then I don't know if there's as much room for Pajot. As good as he's been, and as much as we love him... We gotta leave spots for the rookies. Our cap space is... Look at our cap space. 0.001 million. I've never seen that little. He makes a lot for fourth line. That's also true. Ooh, New York's killing us. That's true. I didn't think about that. He's also... It would be very expensive for fourth line as well. He'd be good on penalty kill, but... Yeah, Pajot, we gave him his cup. He's been great. Maybe it's probably time to move on from him there. Pajot Antonio could still be there at season's beginning. We could keep him and then figure him out, as opposed to having to trade him right away. And Cunnin, yeah. We can always keep Pajot and trade him later, as opposed to being forced to move him now. Okay. On defense, like we were saying, the tough thing is the nationalities. If the top Gerard Pesci can stay top pair, if the second pair, it would probably be Ramirez Guliev. And third pair would probably be Romanov Hudson. And then the Americans can be interchangeable a little bit. And Hudson can try to do what Guliev did. Probably something like that, yeah. Yeah. It is, but I don't think we need it right now. Like, if we can wait till July 1st instead of doing it at the draft, I think we can survive. For the re-sign phase, we should be able to survive. Yeah, we will. For 20 million, yeah, we'll be okay. But who are the pending free agents? Do we want to try and collect somebody from free agency here? Looking at the potential UFAs sorting by overall. Kucherov, Hischier, Teravainen, Tolvanen, Malkin, Zubir, who shouldn't even be here. Zaka, Stevenson, Lehkonen, Strome, Kraus, LeBanc, Anderson, Carlo, Geeky, Colton, Burakovsky, Krug, Haig, Dumba, Middlestat, Smith. I should probably just look at forwards first. So yeah, all those guys down that I just said. Carlson, Arvidsson, Evans, Lizotte, Danault, Gregor, Hartman, Coyle. And then over on for the defense, we see Carlo, Krug, Haig, Dumba, Marino, Bean, Ghost, P.O. Joseph, Zadorov, Carrier. That's true. We have the Swiss already. Plus, I think we already have the centers in Perfetti and in Lindholm and in McIntyre. I think we should be fine. Hey, here he is. Another place where I can mute you. Another place to mute you. Bye, Slim. I see that suggestion too, Milo. The Hartman. I see you. And then for goalies, Kachetkov, Samsonov, Thompson, Gibson, Dostal, etc. So there are the potential free agency thoughts. We shouldn't have to do too much to this team, but there's that. The coaching staff, we love it. We're going to keep it as is. And we look at the draft board, of course. We have our first. No, not even. We have Ottawa's first. We have Ottawa's first and 2 seconds. Boston, of course, is Boston's. So 1 first, 2 seconds, a third, a fourth, a sixth, and a seventh. I think we're keeping the goalies. If anything, we're moving out Korpisalo. But we pick at 22, and then we have 2 late third-round picks. 2 late third-round picks, as well as pick number 22 from Ottawa, from the Spencer Knight trade. So let's just take a quick look at the draft class. I did a little extra scouting this year since we got to stop at the halfway point. Still not perfect, of course, with the auto, but anyone in the NHL already? We'll look in a moment. So medium elite Marchand here, Cam Marchant, Marchand, 3 years away at 17 years old. At 22, we see these guys over here, Kozevnikov, Louis Armstrong, no one we know a ton about, unfortunately. Medium top 9. Thanks, JP, and thanks for the quote that got us fired up. Appreciate you, buddy. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. Some guys who are 3-bar low top 6. A guaranteed top 6, Nathaniel Draper. There's that guaranteed top 6. This Hungarian player. This would be good for the nationality. We should definitely go after this guy. Jalen Wall, medium top 6, Hungarian. We should definitely go after that guy. Belarus could also be our guy at 22, eh? Yeah, Kozemnikov. That's true. That's true. The Belarusian and the Hungarian could be our 2 guys. What if we... Yeah, he's a must, I'd say. Sorting by a potential... So as a medium league guy... Yeah, we're definitely at this guy. Lubomir Zherdev. Medium league goalie as a gem at 125. Yeah, that's a lock. Lubomir Zherdev will be drafted, absolutely. Oh, yeah, it's true. You had mentioned Protas, Mila. We'll look at Protas in a moment. So not much according to that. But yeah, okay. We can always think about taking some shots in the dark. The draft is always a bit tougher. Let's see. Protas. I did see an Estonian player there in the draft as well, so we can try to go heavy on the nationalities maybe. If we look at Protas, Lubomir Visnovsky, Nikolai Zherov. Exactly what I thought, actually, Sean. Exactly what I thought. Protas on the Ducks. High top 9. The Belarusian himself. What's he doing over here? In the AH... No, he was in the NHL. 27 points in 78 games. He was a fine fourth-line forward. Yeah, we could think about that. Protas could be fine. I'll even watch list him. Why not? So I think that just about does it, ladies and gentlemen. That just about does it. What a season it was. Stanley Cup champions. What is there to say? What great parallels between this series and the Vancouver series. 2027 Stanley Cup champions. Leave any of all your thoughts down here on YouTube or over on the Discord server. Now, a few things here. We passed the interviews already at Cheating Heel. I should have stopped, but I was just excited from the Cup win and wanting to get to the offseason. I'm sorry. So, a few things to do before we close it out. Number 1, please leave a like if you haven't already. What a season it was. Number 2, subscribe if you haven't already. We would love to have you join the team. You'll be made aware of all of our uploads, our live streams. We're doing franchise modes, breaking news and analysis in the real world of hockey. It'll be a great time to have you join in. Speaking of join, our Discord server, another great place for you to be. The community is a strong one. It's a wholesome one, and we'd love to have you as a part of it. Despite what you might see from Slim and how we have to mute him, it's a wholesome community that we'd love to have you join and be a part of. And finally, leave those thoughts in the comments or in the Discord server for the lineup, for free agency, for the contract extensions, and of course, what you'll be doing with your day with the Cup. What a night, what a night, what a postseason, ladies and gentlemen. Have yourselves a great start to the weekend. Happy Friday coming up. Have a nice weekend. I'll try to get something up on Saturday, but probably no Canucks until next Monday. And we'll be live here again next Thursday, February the 22nd. Next Thursday, February 22nd at 7 p.m. Eastern. We'll be back for the 2027 draft and off-season live here on YouTube with the San Francisco Starfleet. So thank you, everybody. Much love to all of you. Thank you for being here tonight and joining us on what a journey it was, the Stanley Cup. Enjoy your day with Lord Stanley. And remember that the line has been drawn this far and no further. Go watch Star Trek First Contact if you haven't already. Great movie. Thanks, everybody. Nathan, enjoy the rest. Enjoy the weekend. Till next time, much love to everybody. Have a great night. Talk soon, everybody. See you later. Live long and prosper.